like this black.
Hey, good morning, St. Louis.
Thank you.
Well, that's loud. I said good morning, St. Louis.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Monday, January the 13th, and we are here.
We are
Almost
live.
in the studio, live, ready to wake you guys up. Hey, especially the kids, because you got to go to school today.
Oh, you're definitely back
you
today.
You are in school. Although we got Channel 2 on in the studio here. There are some school closings still. What?
I don't know, man. Apparently, some schools were off already.
Farmington R7 schools closed today. Fredericktown R1 closed today.
Is it like
Gasconade County R2 closed today.
When's Martin Luther King Day?
That's deeper.
The
stuff.
15th?
That
I
might be
think that
next
is
week.
next Monday.
Oh, okay.
That is not today. That is next Monday.
When's the last time it actually snowed? Like, I
Friday.
know Friday, just a little bit, little flurries. I mean, it was
enough to shovel the driveway.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good one.
There are side streets in the city, including the one on the side of our house, that have not, to this day, been plowed since the first snow. They've been
really?
packed down for people driving on them, but it's still just like an ice sheet.
Really?
Yes,
The
too
city
hard,
was
too.
the city's just like, nah. We'll get the main ones. You guys got to make your way
Side
to Kings
streets, you
Highway.
guys are on your
Yeah,
own.
they're not even trying, dude. It's pretty wild.
It is wild. Like, because one street, like I was on Shaw right by the Botanical Gardens on Saturday, and that was plowed. That was fine.
And you hang a left, and it's like
Yeah, you hang a
Thunderdome.
left onto 5th, and
You're
it's
in,
insanity.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Well, it was 40 degrees yesterday. Everything starting to melt, and then refroze. Because what is it? How cold is it right now? Moon.
15.
15.
Right now, it's
seems
17
chilly.
and a half
17
degrees.
and a half degrees.
Yeah, so it's much
Rising.
warmer than you think it is.
Yeah, not
rising.
15. Woo, man. I think I'd have taken my shirt off.
Please.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Leave that thing
You're
on.
right. You're
the
right.
ratings need to go up.
You're right. Hey, if I took my shirt off, things would be different in here.
Hair cast.
It'd be a lot hairier in here. The weekend went pretty quick. Hope you all had good weekends. Anything fun? Who did who won the weekend? Let's see who won the weekend.
Well,
Moon.
Friday, the boy and I thought, well, nobody's on the roads. It's still snowing. Let's go to the auto show. So we went to the St. Louis Auto Show, and we had the place to ourselves.
Was it the
Oh, it
exotic
was-
auto show, or just
No,
this
the
is-
actual
This
St.
is
Louis
just
Auto
the
Show.
yearly auto show. They
The one
always
at the
do it in
Dome.
January. It's down at the Dome. We used to be a part of it, and we used to do the drifting with Vaughn Gittin.
Oh, yeah.
Vaughn Gittin Jr. We'd get in the passenger seat, and he'd drift us
That's
around
sweet.
and do all that kind of fun stuff. We haven't done that in a while, but he's still doing it every single year.
He was still
Yeah.
drifting on the street?
Yeah, so we expected them not to do it. No, man, they just cleared the snow and did it. So they did it to all of, I don't know, 10 people on Friday. Now, Saturday and Sunday, I think, were packed. I was watching the
Right.
videos, and the weather was fine, and Vaughn Gittin Jr. was down there for just one show on Saturday, but they had some other people drifting on Friday. The fun thing is, my son's getting really into cars, obviously. We know this, our boys are about the same age. And we have the simulators to ourselves, which was pretty freaking sweet.
Oh,
And
driving simulators?
yeah, there's like drifting sims and all these different things. So it was a good time, man. That was it was a fun way to kick off the weekend.
All right, so auto show for Moon. Mm-hmm. We'll put that on the board.
Okay.
Learn.
Friday, we watched Aaron Brockovich on HBO Max.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that was cool.
You're
Saturday,
really losing this.
Saturday, we were going to go to see Zach Sabbath at Pops. We were going to go eat at No Ordinary Rabbit. Couldn't get a table, but walked out. Couple needed their car. They had trouble getting out of a snowbank. So Tim and I helped. I got in this lady's car, got her RDX out of that damn thing. No big deal. So we were heroes
Okay,
on
so-
Saturday.
You're a superhero.
All right, so Moon going to the auto show, and then Learn. You got to pick one thing. So what's the highlight of the weekend?
Highlight of the weekend was definitely getting that couple out. I felt like a hero. I felt
Okay.
like I actually did something.
Very cool.
Learn and Tim Elwell, heroes.
Heroes.
Okay, Rafe?
That's
Moon
pretty
and Son
good.
car enthusiasts.
Friday, it snowed. I had a loose plan to possibly meet Moon at the car show. Fell asleep at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I
woke
did
up
not answer. He said, "Oh, text me, man." And I was like, "All right,
gone.
All right.
great."
4 p.m. fell
Auto
asleep.
show sounds great.
I texted him what was it, about 4 p.m.?
I was out. Dude.
It was.
I was gone.
I texted around 4 p.m. I got a text back. I think at 10:30 on Saturday. I said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I just woke up."
That's great.
I didn't just. I actually woke up at I went to sleep at 4 p.m. and was like, I'll take a quick nap and then I'll go to that auto show. And then I woke up at 7 and was like, I'll sleep for 30 more minutes. And I woke up at 4 a.m.
Nice.
And I was like,
I think you won.
but I woke up and I crushed Saturday. I just woke up with that crackhead energy of sleeping too
At
much.
4 a.m.?
You know, that's the funny thing is with this job, you think you woke up with crackhead energy. You woke up with
Adrenaline.
normal energy.
Yeah, you were normal.
That
finally
was
caught
how
up.
you're supposed
Yeah,
to.
your body was like, I need sleep. And
Oh, no, I felt
put
like
you
I was
into a
on.
coma.
You might be right, man.
Woke up and you're like, this is what normal feels like again.
Dude,
I forgot about this.
It's so funny. If I sleep well for 3 days in a row, my wife's like, "Dude, who are you? What is this?" And I'm like, "This is me."
Yeah, in a good mood.
I'm emerging.
Happy.
Yeah.
Talkative.
Bags under your eyes gone.
Want to do things.
This is normal me.
Oh,
Right.
dude, I crushed Saturday. I went full Marie Kondo on the house.
Whoa.
I started going through the pantries, the closets, and I'm like, this ish is going. I'm tired. I'm getting rid of the clutter,
Good for you.
and made some real progress on just saying bye bye to stuff and being like, what are you holding on to this for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Felt good. Got my desk area cleaned up because that's the only space I kind of let go.
Yeah, when you spend a couple
I let
hours
it get
doing
cluttered
that.
and piled up, and I have, just stuff. I toss stuff onto my desk. And I'll be like, I'll deal with that later. And then 6 months go by, and I'm
When
like,
you
okay,
spend
that's
a
my
couple hours
2023
doing that on a
taxes.
Saturday and you step back and you go, man, I accomplished something today.
Yeah, it felt good, man. And I really,
a good feeling.
I went out and saw my friend's improv show that night.
All right, I need your highlight.
I'm gonna say, other than Ghost and Moon,
Cleaning your desk.
well, I'm gonna say the 12-hour I felt like remember that movie Universal Soldier when they go into the cryo chamber with Jean-Claude Van Damme and that's how they heal. I feel like I came out of the cryo chamber, dude, fully charged, fully powered up, and I'm gonna say just crushing getting my house in order.
All right, Scott. I need a
Mine
highlight.
is really impressive. I think I won the weekend for sure. Sorry, guys. But we worked on a puzzle this weekend, so.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Didn't finish
I
it.
love that I
No,
have
we
an
didn't
idea
finish.
in my head about what it's like at your house, and
Yeah.
you just confirmed it.
Well,
That's what was going on.
he also ghosted me because
I did.
why?
Well, the real true fun thing we did is we went over our budgets on Friday,
There you
late
go.
afternoon. My wife left work early, and so she wanted to do that to finally, set the year up right. And boy, we have a ways to go.
He was so
You
excited to
guys
go.
increased the cocaine budget?
Yes. So the puzzle
King Scott
didn't really
house.
happen effectively, but it was fun.
He was so excited to go into the to go to the car show with us, and he texted and said, "I'm sorry, man, I have to get a rain check. We're doing budgets tonight."
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, brother.
Yay.
I get it.
Tonight we're
I imagine
working on budgets.
I imagine Allie coming home from work and there's candles and rose petals like a little trail leading into the bedroom up the stairs, and he's just laying on the bed with a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle.
What's up, girl?
Hey, baby.
He's like, hey girl, hope you don't have plans tonight.
Hope you like nerding.
What'd you do, Riz?
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Nothing?
There was youth hockey. All right, we went out to dinner on Saturday night.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm not going to say where because something happened.
I will, because you told me. I'll wait till you're done, and then I'll say it out loud on the microphone.
Something happened at the table next to us
Ah.
that, man, I was like, I cannot wait to tell the fellas about this because there was some loud speaking. Mm-hmm. So the table had ordered a couple what they thought were non-alcoholic drinks.
Okay.
Turns out there was alcohol in the drinks.
Oh, no.
Somebody was a recovering alcoholic.
Oh, man.
That's terrible. It happens.
Was Tommy Mattern there? Because that sounds like...
Well, that sounds like him giving you a drink at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
It's our
One
boss's
year.
way.
Yeah, so The waiter was very apologetic.
Okay.
Very apologetic. The table seemed pretty miffed about the mix-up.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to equate it to an allergy,
Right.
but that's like somebody saying, like, hey, man, make sure there's no olives in there. That will kill me. That could cause irreparable harm. That could be very
Yes.
bad for me. And then you being like, oh, man, I am so sorry. I put olives in there. And
Now,
forgot
I
to
don't
tell
know.
you.
I don't know what they had ordered.
Yeah, and there's an extra layer to that too. Of like, imagine olives almost destroyed your marriage, and you almost got fired for your olive addiction.
Yeah, but I can almost assume, like,
And you're really proud, and you're in a mental headspace where you're like, I really did this, man. 3 years, no olives. I'm over this olives business. And then someone's like, sorry, man, you just ate 3 olives.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's no pun intended. I know there's a vodka called 3 olives, but that's like an extra layer of like, because it depends. Some people take that different. I would laugh about it probably at this point in my life, but there are people that are like really serious about their sobriety.
Well, it was directly behind me, and then I like slid my chair back a little
oh,
bit.
yeah, you got to drop some eaves,
I
dog.
need
Just
to
to
know.
Tea time. Tea
Yeah.
time.
Let me finish this story.
The queen heard tea time and got her crumpets out.
Well, and I remember my son was like, Dad, I got something very important to tell you. I go, shh.
Not now, son.
Later, boy.
Seriously, Dad, I've been holding this in.
I'm doing show prep.
It's now or
therapist-
never, Dad. This is the only time I have
I got
the
the
balls to
nerves.
say this.
Shush, boy.
Hot goss.
Things are happening. Hot gossip behind me. It sounded like more than one of the people were recovering alcoholics.
Damn.
And there were 3 alcoholic beverages.
Were they celebrating
table.
5 years of not drinking?
Oh, my God.
Did they? Did they get? How deep in the drinks did they get? Just a sip, or were they like gone?
From what I heard, I heard the whole thing start. It was because it started to get louder and louder as
They were getting drunk?
I guess the anger.
Oh.
It was, hey, try this. Does this have alcohol?
Try this. I know you're also not an alcoholic, so I'd like to ruin your
Or
sobriety
does
as
this
well.
does this taste weird to you?
Right.
And then, oh, well, does this taste weird? Ooh. Yee. Is that a comped meal?
Yes.
For sure.
I mean, I would hope so. I went out on Saturday and they were out of the things that we kept trying to order, and this place bought all of our drinks. So, I mean, I hope that they got a comped meal out of it.
Yeah, I felt so bad, and the waiter was mortified.
Yeah,
He was mortified. He felt bad.
for sure.
They were getting pissed. I'd never seen that at a place. Now
How many-
I've read about, and we've had stories of little kids getting served accidentally.
Right.
How many people?
3,
Oh, gee.
And all 3 were sober, you think?
at least 2 were.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
What was their energy? What were they saying?
their energy is, this is our last time here. They would no one would ever go back, right? If that's a big deal at all.
Right. But I know he got some. I want to hear some sentences that were said because I know the
It was
queen
3
was
women.
leaning back. 3 women.
3 women.
And
It was,
Well, that's a big deal.
we're sober.
Weird.
I can't believe this.
All 3.
Yes.
Oh boy. Yeah, there goes that.
Well, at least 2 were. At least 2 were. I can't say that all 3 were. I know at least 2 were.
Can you give us ages?
Mid to late 40s.
Okay.
Mid to late 40s, maybe early 50s. 3 women in there. It was late reservation too, so it was like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock.
yeah.
There's a chance for some forgiveness in there. I would say if you were talking like mid to late 30s, it'd be a bigger deal, I think. Don't you think?
Well, it all depends on how long these people have been sober for, and is this hopefully this is not a one sip and I'm back
Oh, yeah,
off the wagon.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like people in their earlier mid 30s that are on a new thing will be a little less forgiving,
What's the?
possibly.
Was it a mocktail situation, or did they just
Like
Thought they were getting Diet Cokes.
No, it was something that was on the menu that they didn't realize had alcohol in it.
Oh, so
Oh,
this
Here's
like a
my
fine.
this is, and this is not going to be.
If I say what it is, it's going to give away the restaurant.
It's fine, but
I think you just did.
Fuji Volcano.
No, this thing.
No one's going to know.
In their defense, this thing normally wouldn't have alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so whose mistake?
It's definitely the restaurant for not labeling it as an alcoholic drink.
Oh, okay. So it was a mistake in that kind of thing. It wasn't a, hey, can we have one of these alcohol-free?
They have a chocolate milk.
No,
little rum in it?
I did hear the waiter say, "I need to talk to the manager to change the menu."
I need to talk to the manager to change. Can you
the
write down what the
menu.
drink is called so I can just look it up and see?
You know what this is?
Here, just write down.
What was it, like a Shirley Temple?
That'd be very misleading.
No, you know, it's so funny.
This is our non-alcoholic beer.
I didn't even
Can I
know
see
that
that
had
too?
alcohol in it.
Okay, can I say that doesn't count?
What, a Long Island iced tea?
No, because that's not. You're talking.
Staten Island iced tea.
No, you're,
It fights you at the end.
this is a subject.
Show me.
That's a different can of worms. Time out. Time out.
Well, you got to
That's a
show us
different-
all now.
That's a different can of worms because we're not talking about 5%. We're not talking about an alcoholic cocktail of 11% or something like that. We're talking about something that has 0.5%, which is as much as a ripe banana.
Why would this give it away? People serve
That
this
wouldn't give it
everywhere.
No,
Yeah,
at
that's-
this particular restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, this is probably not going to be, as a sober person, maybe not popular opinion, but when I go out and it's a place that serves alcohol in any capacity or has a bar, I take the buyer beware approach, where it's on me to be like, hey, does this have booze in it? Or if I order a mocktail, if I'm like, hey, I want to have like a virgin pina colada, I ask when it's delivered, this is a virgin, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Defensive driving.
So if
a
you
little
have
bit, yeah.
you
Like,
have a-
it's your job to manage your own sobriety.
Okay.
You can't. I'm not saying that, like,
And that's the deeper conversation I want to have.
Right.
Is if you have an allergy. Okay, let's say you have a gluten allergy. Let's say you're allergic to peanuts. You're allergic to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You make sure, without any shadow of a doubt, that this person knows that if you have this, it's going to be bad for you, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
and if
Leave
it's onions,
nothing-
they don't care.
Leave nothing up to chance.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's this ever so slim gray area as far as this thing goes.
And you don't think it was trying to get a free meal kind of?
All right, it's kombucha.
Right, which is fermented.
it's
Yeah,
fermented
it's already
tea.
got booze in it.
Right.
No. Oh,
I know.
God.
It's like
Well,
tiny
oh
little
my
bit of
God.
alcohol.
Yeah, it has less than 0.5%. That is not booze, for God's sake.
Sure.
That is as much alcohol and alcohol sugars as in certain foods. And it is actually labeled non-alcoholic because it's such a little
But there is
content.
alcohol in it, though.
But there's alcohol in
Yeah,
other
but-
things. Let's go ahead and look that up.
I don't know if they add more alcohol into this stuff.
Yeah.
It depends, I guess,
No,
on how
they
long
do
it's
not.
fermented.
It was
I've
enough
never
where
seen
it was
added
enough
alcohol in it.
where these women got pissed.
Sure.
But I think that's due to a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Again, I don't. That's the 35th time that King Scott has said booze is in kombucha, and I think that comes from a misunderstanding. I think there's more booze in Dayquil. If that's what if we're just labeling anything
Really?
that has an alcohol content as booze, I mean, non-alcoholic beer has booze because there's traces of alcohol. What are those things that they used to put? We used to put on our tongue.
The Listerine strips?
Listerine strips.
Wieners.
Yeah.
Oh.
That you could probably get more hammered on that than
Well,
kombucha.
And I have.
Mouthwash hasn't.
Yeah, I think it has a
Yeah, but
lot.
there are also alcoholics who will pound mouthwash. I mean, there are
It's
people
another
who
one
will
is,
like when they're in the throes of it.
vanilla extract.
Oh, really?
Yeah, vanilla extract.
Vanilla extract. People would pound those.
Let's see.
Trying to get drunk.
That's got to be good on your stomach.
Common cooking sauces have alcohol, like Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce vinegar, lemon extract.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A lot of
chili-
that is boiled out, but yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's
chili-
cooked out. Yeah.
Same
Right,
thing
but-
like cooking in wine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there are.
Beer battered cod isn't going to get you drunk.
It's an ever
Right,
so
'cause it's all
slightly
cooked
gray
out.
area.
That's as a middle ground. I understand where the ladies are coming from, and especially if you're new to sobriety and you're still trying to figure it out. You don't know. This could have been their first night out. Like, you know what?
Could have been.
Girls, it's a Friday. We're going to be there for each other in our sobriety journey. We each have 3 months. A 3-month sober person is going to handle it way different than 3 years, than 10 years, than 15
Yep.
years. It also just depends on where you were when you quit. If you're like a person with a physical dependency, where you might have that, like, as soon as it hits your stomach, like a switch flips. There are people like that.
Yeah.
Or if you were somebody that, it was more of a, like,
Casual, I think I have a problem. Or
Yeah,
as opposed to
everybody's-
somebody whose rock bottom was
wild.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think, it's you got to manage your own sobriety when you're out and about. If you're going to be at a restaurant and you're going to order something that even possibly has alcohol in it, you gotta. It's like I'm not eating an onion. If I think an onion's in something, I'm out.
Yeah.
If I think I smell onions,
If I
I'm
even
leaving.
yeah, sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, what is that? Is that cabbage?"
Is that something that's normally? Can you put booze in that?
I guess
I've
you
never
could. You
seen
could put
that.
Because
Yeah.
the way it
booze
made
in
it, they made it sound like somebody spiked it with.
I don't.
It's
think so.
possible.
They probably
With it.
just turned it around and it said contains, less than 0.5
I get
alcohol.
Maybe.
And
Because-
again, if it's like made in house and they fermented it longer than
If they're doing it in a barrel or something.
yeah,
and
well, I
then-
mean it's you
possible, I guess. Yeah.
the
Like
yeast thing or
right
whatever.
here, it says yeast due to the rise flour structure. Rye bread has 0.18%.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, they're making there's like Unity Vibration Bourbon Hibiscus Kombucha beer. You know what I mean? Like, dude, at this point, we're putting alcohol in everything. Like, we're at the precipice of
The end times.
we can't cure anything, but we can infuse alcohol into damn near everything.
Well, we're
Okay.
just trying to take the edge off.
exactly.
Yeah.
So there is a
That's all it is.
We're just trying to take
Is there
the edge
alcohol
off
in these
things.
Tic Tacs? There are now.
Listen,
It's
it's called
anything
hard.
Would you like a protein
kombucha.
with your salad?
Yes, I
Yes,
would.
chicken. Grilled or fried? Grilled, please. Would you like us to add alcohol?
Yes, I would.
please. Listen, I think we just all need to calm down.
I agree.
That's it. Let's have a cocktail.
You know how to calm down? A little cocktail.
Let's have a cocktail. You know what? I was reading about this. Have you heard of these cuddling salons?
Oh yeah, dude. Apparently they're like crushing it. Well, I remember we talked about this on the show years and years ago.
Years ago.
When like the first one opened up and you're like, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. And like a month later, I think they showed how many people they had in there, and it was hundreds.
I was just reading about
Hundreds
this
of
one
clients.
in they're not popular here yet. I don't know if there are any.
I thought there was one, like in Maplewood.
There's a cuddling place in Maplewood.
I
No
feel like,
way.
yeah,
Is
like
there
'cause
really?
a couple years ago, like you were saying when you were covering it, there was a story in St. Louis about it.
There's one in Caseyville. It's right across.
There we go.
No,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, man. It's right across from PT's.
no,
It's a little house.
no.
It's got a little sign in front of it.
That's right.
The cuddle house.
Yeah.
No, I was reading about this woman who runs this professional cuddling salon, which has become so popular. There's a wait list for people to get in.
What's the max weight?
WAIT. Thank you.
Hey, man, it ain't going to get any better than that
I
today.
know.
Just turn your mic off.
And
No,
see you
man.
later.
And
No,
go
he's
home,
just
clock
getting,
out.
No,
You-
just getting started.
6:31.
No, dude, that was like a spike.
No way. The car is warm. Buckle up.
Car is warm.
So I don't know. Are we too much of a sexual deviant society for this to take hold here in the States? Because no boners allowed.
Well, no, it's the same massage rules, right? You try to not have a boner
Things
during a
pop up.
massage.
But that's different.
Is it? You're still being
That's
caressed.
What do you
No.
mean it's different? Yeah, you're naked in that one.
Yeah.
In this one,
They're
you're fully
rubbing your
clothed.
blood
Right.
supply
Yeah, come
down
on.
by your trousers.
But this is way more intimate. Somebody like spooning you.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Which is more intimate? The cuddling, the fully clothed cuddling.
or rubbing my naked
Or
body.
I'm naked.
Yeah.
And I'm being oiled up.
gonna say that's more
I would be
intimate.
way more comfortable.
Wait, hang on. Let's just.
Okay.
Let's just take this apart. Okay,
Why don't
so
you take your top
I'm
button?
gonna get naked. You're gonna put oil all over me and
Yeah.
rub me down for 90 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Or we're gonna both be clothed and you're gonna spoon me. Which is more sexual? Is the oil? Yes, hot oil. Yes.
Hot oil with the stones and possibly a CBD component. That is more
So you're gonna
erotic.
pour. Okay, wait.
By the way, hot oil, that's the worst massage ever, right?
You're gonna pour.
Oh,
well,
no. On your feet? It feels so good.
well,
If somebody breaks out oil, I'm
warm oil.
not excited.
I want the oil over
I've
the
had
lotion.
hot oil, and I'm like, oh boy, what is that?
The one on the cruise had oil, and it was just the worst
Too
massage
hot.
of my
Okay.
life.
Let's just say warm oil. I'm gonna put warm oil all
When they pour it down your crack like a gravy boat, that's the part that I was like,
yuck.
this is
like
great.
like a vodka luge,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
like a vodka ice luge.
Who's
except it's
thirsty?
You're giving
your
me-
butt crack.
No. I was going to say, you're giving me nostalgia of my bachelorette party where we had this massive wiener ice luge where you poured shots on the top of it and then it
Yeah, came through
released.
Yeah, we're-
Came through the wing.
I saw that during the Cardinals 06 season at Patios. They had a ice sculpture rally squirrel where they were pouring like red pucker in the squirrel's mouth and you were sucking it out the squirrel's ass. And people were this is pre-COVID, dude. People were lined up around the corner
I
at
know.
Patios,
Stay
just
classy.
everyone's lips on the same piece of ice. And I was like,
Stay classy, St. Louis.
Nasty.
gross.
Okay.
Hey, wait. So the cuddle bar? Are you the cuddler or cuddlee or?
Yeah, can you pick?
Does
no,
one,
you are the one that is cuddled.
I want to be the big spoon, though.
But yeah, what
Yeah,
if
you
I?
go to Spooners for that.
What if I'm a cuddler? Can I pay more?
They
Okay,
hired-
so
I could get two people at once.
Also,
this woman
bang.
said she opened up this place 2 years ago. Has seen an explosion in business, particularly among people aged 40 to 60. And the group of regulars that come in for usually like a once a week, hour-long snuggle session,
that's good.
which serves to relieve loneliness and other issues. She said, due to the high demand, appointments must be made several days in advance.
Well, I wonder how the partners of the people who are the professional cuddlers, how they feel. Like, you have to be pretty secure, you know? I mean,
If I'm going to a cuddle center, I'm not telling my wife.
Is there alcohol
well, no,
in
I'm
this cuddle?
saying the people that work there. Like, if I told Tim, hey, I'm going to start my own cuddling spa here in Maplewood,
And I'll be doing the cuddle.
and I will be cuddling all the people. Like, I don't know if he would be
You would quit
down
that
for
job
that.
and-
He may not be DTC, down to cuddle, like, down to share.
down to share your.
As soon as
cuddling
you saw
abilities.
all the people showing up for your cuddle bar, you'd be closing it down too.
I mean,
You got too many admirers. You'd have to be like,
I would cuddle them all.
Yeah, I don't know. You know
have
what
to
the
put them on a
clientele
list.
looks like.
And can you, if somebody, like, here's me, if I worked there and then here comes B.O. Bobby, I don't know if I could deal. I think I'd want to turn away. Or I would say, I
You're gonna make 'em
respectfully
feel
ask
worse.
if I may spray this secret under your armpits.
You're gonna make them feel worse. They're there.
Let me spray you, and then I will
So
cuddle
you're gonna
you.
say I can't cuddle you. I got to Febreze you first.
Yes.
what if somebody just ripped a big fart on you while you were the big spoon?
Yeah, because they would be
They're
relaxed.
so relaxed.
That would be disgusting.
So
I'm sure they're not.
I'm not
gonna
there
share.
yet, okay?
But what is the clientele?
the session.
I'm trying to spitball worst case scenarios, lady, before you blow your fortune on this.
So what? Okay, so explain this to me. So sessions begin with a handshake. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Well, how's your father?
I'm Scott. I'm here for the 1:30.
Oh,
Then
please
it's-
take a seat.
Then you hold each other's forearm. Does this slowly
Yeah.
build?
No, it starts so sessions begin with a handshake, introduction, and fittingly a welcome hug in the quote teddy bear position.
What is that?
I don't know.
Find out. Teddy bear position.
I thought I knew all the positions.
Yeah, me too.
What is the teddy bear position?
Okay.
Teddy bear.
It is.
Hello.
Oh, this guy's on all fours. I don't know what that is.
What?
What?
Oh, okay.
Bear, that's a bear crawl.
Teddy
like when you
bear.
do CrossFit.
Here's the teddy bear position. Wait, no, is that no,
Teddy
that's-
bear
No, I'm sorry, that's
cuddling.
the pouncing panther.
No, that's way different.
Oh, here we go. The mama bear is when you sit with your back supported, legs out. Baby bear sits in front of them and leans their head on mama bear's chest. Mama bear can then wrap her arms around baby bear for
Okay,
a hug.
so-
And teddy bear one, actually, there is a teddy bear one where you have the big spoon is behind you, and then you hold a teddy bear
So
in
you're-
front of you.
I'm on the ground. My legs are spread. You are curled in a ball, and your head is on my breast.
Okay,
and
that
I'm
is the
holding you.
teddy bear position.
Okay.
That's how we begin.
Can't get enough of my teddy bear.
Now, she then, the woman who runs this place then asks, hey, why are you here? Because she wants to tailor your experience to your needs.
I just got broken up with and I'm lonely.
And then,
I'm going to call you Teresa.
yeah, like, I want to know why you're here. Why do you need to be cuddled today? And then she says, after I introduce myself, I ask the client about his or her health condition, whether they have a sore throat or runny nose, or whether he or she is under the influence of alcohol or other psychoactive substances. Then I give the client the hug rules to read.
Are you drunk or have leprosy?
Are you high as hell right now?
Dude.
Those state, among other guidelines, that, quote, crossing sexual boundaries is an immediate termination of the session.
With
Yes.
no refund.
I mean,
Yes, no refunds.
different than strip clubs where, the dancer will be on you and you can't touch the dancer. This is now, we are spooned, and I wonder if caressing and stroking the back is allowed. May I stroke your back?
Well-
okay, the client then showers
Yeah.
Why?
and changes into the provided robe
So they don't
to
have B.O.
prep
Bobby.
for the experience.
Loves it. Amazing.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Shower and put on this robe.
I'm down with this.
The shower only ticks off one of 1,000 worries that I have with this.
What some other words do you have?
I mean, just now they're in a robe. Now they're parts. Now they're like, my parts are clean.
And they're here.
I'm clean. I have been washed for you. I don't know.
Bits.
I want them to be clean, but I'm like, just arrive clean.
There's got to be people going in there just like they do with certain massage experiences, expecting something. People
Dude, I
going in
looked
there and
up-
expecting
yeah.
something, especially now that
There's
they're in a
a-
robe and they're all cleaned off.
There's a website called cuddlecomfort.com, and I found there's professional cuddlers in St. Louis. I found a Sweet Cuddles 88, 5 stars, 36, woman, St. Louis, U.S., $110 an hour.
Damn.
A little bit about, and listen to this, about me. A little bit about me. I'm tallish and thickums.
Thickums.
That's what she said. I'm tallish
and
and
thickums.
thickums. And that's the first sentence, dude. That's what she's leading with.
Polish and thickums.
I do have a bright personality with a warm aura that surrounds me and can be funny. At least that's what I've been told. Really, I'm down to earth and probably one of the easiest people to get along with. I try my best to make sure during any situation, everyone feels comfortable. The reason I got into being a pro cuddler is strictly to help improve someone's day or help ease a raced mind. We all crave affection. Some of us don't get it for whatever reason, work, life, traveling, etc. I like to be the person who helps calm the noise in life, even if it's just for a couple hours. Besides being provided a calm, quiet, safe place, I do host, or I will come to you, to clear your thoughts with an awesome person with the perfect cuddle body. Wink, wink.
This
You'll
person
leave
is definitely getting murdered.
feeling relaxed and refreshed, hopefully just away, all around better. My favorite cuddle is when I get to be the little spoon. Being held, holding hands, being face to chest is really enjoyable for me as well.
So she's going to the homes of lonely people.
Yeah. And she ends with this. Sometimes we all need someone to just cuddle, lay next to, or hold on to. And if my cuddles could help you in any way, I'm all for it. Trying to spread the love. So,
Which is nice.
are you ready for a cuddle? Asterisk, I do ask that you shower and use deodorant before our session. I will give you the same respect and do the same.
Nice.
Okay, but you're going over to somebody's house to do
Yeah,
this?
dude.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man.
That's risky.
On the surface, the ideal.
Or hotel.
I mean,
It's
if this-
very nice.
If this is a fantasy world, like you say that I live in often.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Because I freaking love, as nerdy as this is, me and Mal are like cuddlers, and every single night, she falls asleep with her head on my chest. This is how we go to sleep. It's the best. We're a perfect fit, perfect match. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that.
You go to this business.
No,
I don't know.
My
You'd hire me for $110 an hour.
Well, and that being said, I really like that, and I get that, and I'm very, very satisfied. Other than that, I like very much alone snuggles.
Well,
I like alone cuddles with a couch or a blanket. Dude, you did the float with me, right?
Yeah. The
This-
deprivation tank.
cuddled.
No, not that. Well, yeah, I guess it's sensory
deprivation.
But this is what makes me. I'm gonna go do that because this is making me want to do.
Well,
because that's like an alone snuggle of the universe.
We're getting our bathroom, renovated, and our master bedroom is off limits now because there's work being done in there. So my wife and I are sleeping in separate bedrooms. So she's upstairs and I'm in the basement, and I've set my room up sweet. She came down the other day. She goes, if you were living alone, this would be the way you would be living. I go, yep.
What's the
You
setup?
got your beer cans in the
I'm
windowsill.
getting a fridge.
Are
got a
you
little fridge
really?
in
I'm going to
there?
get a fridge.
Wow.
Do you have a little stovetop thing down there?
I'm thinking of getting a hot plate.
Yes.
This is sweet.
I got posters up on the wall.
Oh, good for you. That's pretty cool.
Sweet. It is sweet.
Is this
Anyway,
the workout room?
You guys acting like you live in apartments and kind of like a role playing situation?
Yeah.
Right on.
So Friday night, I'm like, do you want to come to my place or do you want me to come up to your place?
Come check out this Van
She goes,
Halen poster.
why don't you come to my place? I go, okay. I plan on never changing the sheets, by the way. If I'm really gonna, if I'm really
man.
gonna be,
Yeah, you
if
gotta
I'm really
commit
gonna,
to this.
If I'm really gonna batch it, because it's gonna be a couple weeks.
Come on, man.
Anyway, so I went to her room on Friday night, and Saturday morning she goes, man, I just you kind of cuddling me. Yeah, I have not slept
This is wild.
this good in like a week, because it's been a week since we've been
That's so sweet.
apart. I go, wow, that's so nice.
Why don't you guys just sleep in her room?
Yeah,
What's your?
why-
Why do
why?
you have to be in the basement?
Because the bed's smaller, and
Oh.
the bathroom. There's a bathroom downstairs, and then my hours to share the bathroom with everybody. It's a pain in the ass. It works out better this way.
That's just never.
Could we make it work? Sure.
Yeah.
Do we want to make it work? No.
Sounds like no.
No. I'm doing all right. Anyway.
You can sign up on this website to be a cuddle buddy, by the way.
Anyway,
You're
these
into it.
cuddle sessions with this woman, $37 for an hour, which
Pretty good deal.
pretty good deal, yeah.
Where'd you land on that odd number, by the way?
$37 for 1 hour, $72 for two.
It's not a $40 cuddle.
Maybe it's 37 plus tax, 40. She said she not only hugs her clients, but also conducts professional coaching sessions with them, like a very hands-on psychologist.
You get sold a timeshare during the cuddle.
I would just say, hey, no talkie,
No talking.
More strokey.
cuddly.
Hey, I did find some discounts on Groupon. Groupon.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop
Oh,
it,
boy.
Scott.
All right.
The session, meanwhile, takes place in a cuddle room complete with fluffy, fragrant pillows and blankets, a lit fireplace, and hydro massage shower and luxurious bathtub. Guests are offered a sweet treat, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, or glass of champagne.
I don't know what beverage I'd want in that situation.
Yeah. I'm on floatstl.com right now, and I am booking a float.
Yep, you're going to float, huh?
I'm doing it, dude.
It is
Time to cuddle yourself.
I want the galaxy's cuddle.
Did you do the Pink Floyd one before? With
Oh,
the
I've
Dark
done
Side of the
that.
Moon?
No.
Plays the entire album for you.
What?
Yeah, I've done the tank twice, the deprivation tank. I did it
Awesome.
twice. The first time we went up to float STL up in Maryland
Yeah.
Heights was great.
I love
was
that place.
great.
I did it on my own again after that.
Did it I don't know, probably half a dozen times, and every single time, very different experience
Have you done it, Rafe?
than the one before.
Like the deprivation tank?
Yeah.
Yeah, one time.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So have you done
I
it?
think I was meditating.
Yeah, I've done a lot. I get kind of weirded out, though. This is kind of stupid, but much like the irrational fear people have about great white shark being in a public pool, which could never happen,
Yeah.
I kind of went out of my mind a little bit in one of those deprivation tanks, and I started imagining I was in the ocean and that I was going to get eaten by a shark, so I had to get out because I tripped myself out. I kind of went down the negative hole. But for the most part, it's been a positive experience. I actually talked to the owner about that. He goes, I can't tell you how many people come in and have that exact same thought.
Really?
Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a different experience each time. Like, I went with a friend once, and we both came out, and we were kind of sitting, because they, like, had, like, that welcome session and then, like, the little meditation thing
Yeah.
afterwards. And he was, like, crying. He's like, dude, that was one of the most emotional experiences I've ever had in my life.
I wonder with the cuddle session if there's a boner alarm.
Like a lunk alarm at Planet Fitness.
Yeah. Uh-oh, boner alarm.
You have 20 seconds.
Lump alarm. This website has, I just want to know if this ever happened to you guys. This is very quick.
Oh, by the way, learn.
What?
Somebody on the feedback says, Chris on here says he'll be your first client.
For the cuddle sesh.
If you want to open up your own cuddle bar.
You know what? If I can get, like, I don't know, 1,000 people to sign up, I'll take it to my husband and go, let's invest in this. I don't care. If it's professional, you smell good, Tim's cool. Entrepreneurship.
That's it.
They have to be in between you guys.
Yeah, Tim will be there too. We will
Jen
sandwich
has
you.
to chaperone.
He'll be the smallest spoon, and I will be the big.
No,
mama spoon.
he'll just stand in the corner. Just have Tim stand in the corner.
Oh my
I mean, he might
gosh,
be- he
that's a
might be-
totally
Hugging
different.
himself, cuddling himself.
That's a totally different channel, man.
Isn't that a cuck? What is that?
That's a cuddle cuck. That's a different website. I'm going to
Yeah.
start that one.
Pay no attention to the man in the corner. You're just going to watch.
Yeah, cuddle my wife.
Yeah, cuddle her real good.
Ooh, yeah, she looks, oh my God, she looks relaxed.
And you
Tim,
light
you're
him.
supposed to be quiet.
You light him where you
Tim,
see
shut up.
all of him except for his face.
Yeah,
Don't look at me. Just cuddle.
I'm down.
Ooh, yeah.
DTC down to cuddle, guys.
Squeeze her tighter.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What were we saying, Rafe? Sorry.
This is how the selling point for this Cuddle Comfort website, how it used to work. The friend. You know a friend who would make a great cuddle buddy. You're fine being platonic friends because all you really want is a snuggle on the sofa to watch a movie. Step 2, the idea. It makes sense to have friends you regularly cuddle with, but you struggle to find the courage to ask them because you worry they won't understand. It's like a picture of a guy looking nervous and a girl looking happy, and then it says, the awkward moment. While feeling very awkward, you eventually suggest the idea, but they misinterpret your approach as a romantic proposition, and the girl looks appalled. And then it says, the end. Now there's too much doubt over the sincerity of your friendship. It's never quite the same again. And I'm like, that's never happened to me. Is that a real thing? You guys ever just been hanging out with a friend and you're like, listen, what if we just cuddled?
No.
That's never happened.
I think it's happened, like way back.
To me?
No, to me.
No, as a
Yeah, but they probably wanted to
They wanted
sleep
to
with you.
sleep with you.
That was a gateway to let's cuddle and see what happens.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
but it never went anywhere else. We just kind of snuggled on a couch watching a movie.
Yeah. And they left disappointed.
Oh, well, my bad.
They left very disappointed. No guy's just going to ask a woman to cuddle without expectation of, let's take this cuddle a little further.
I just don't think it's so. They're making it sound like it's commonplace. Like, this has happened to all of us. And I'm like, you're not. That's not necessarily the need you're servicing. I would just say it's
No
people that,
guy is just asking for a cuddle without an expectation of maybe this cuddle goes further. Get out of here.
Get the f*** out of here.
Get out of here. That never happens.
You don't
only
think so?
only in the army.
No.
When it's 17 degrees and you're in a pup
But
tent
that's a
with one
body-
other guy and
that's
you're
a
like,
body
hey, man,
thing.
get over here.
That's a survival
Get
thing.
my
That's the
sleeping
troops.
bag.
No, that never happens.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's commonplace.
It never happens.
I don't know if it goes straight to. I mean, I feel like that happened in high school when people weren't like necessarily sleeping together yet. Like it was. Maybe
no
we were making
high
out.
school.
But one of them
No
was
high school
typically
guy.
hoping for something.
Well, sure.
Guy or gal. And don't even say guy. Like, I mean, this could happen either way.
Ken?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, did I ever just like I don't know? I was so afraid to get pregnant in high school. I was like, let's just snuggle.
me too.
Let's just make out. Please don't touch me anywhere. Do not activate anything.
And
you
the
know?
guy's like, okay, with the hopes of maybe it's going to go further.
Yeah.
No guy is just cool with that.
You know what though? But that takes the fun out of it. I mean, that's like the anticipation and the fun of like the flirt and the like the open-endedness of just cuddle. Like nowadays,
That's only
you know,
fun for the woman.
you go on a date and you snuggle with somebody and
A
then
high
everybody
schooler?
thinks it's
Oh,
going to be
yeah,
sex.
no high schoolers.
No high schooler thinks that's fun.
It's kind
thought it was fun.
It's kind of fun to like play when you're first like with someone to play like the waiting game.
It's like the hard to get or not playing hard to get, but just
Pleasure. What is it? It's a thing.
it's not like a given.
Pleasure prolongment or something like that. Like you're kind
Edging?
of.
Courting.
Well, it's not that crazy, but I'm saying like it's just like hey,
Emotionally edging.
we know where this is headed, but we don't have to. We can get to home base, but we can just we can get a single and steal a couple bags first.
Basically, your batting practice.
Yeah, kind of.
We're not running the
The
bases.
guy is
Right.
lying.
We're
if he's
swinging-
thinking if he tells you that's all he wants to do.
Yeah.
We're pitching
Lying.
and swinging. We're not hitting bases.
I mean,
We're not running bases.
yeah. There's very few dudes
Very few
who are going to pump the
Very-
brakes. I'm not saying they're not into it, but I don't think if the girl's like, let's go to third, he's like, no, come on. Let's
100 dudes
make a
in-
meal out of this, babe.
100 dudes in a room. if the coach is waving you around,
Hey, lady, my eyes are up here.
if the coach is waving you around third,
If Jose Okendo was always in my head, dude, waving me around.
if he's waving you around third, you're going home. If there's 100 guys in the room,
Yeah, and when you're a guy,
maybe one will say no.
Sometimes by the time you hit third, you don't know what those signs mean.
Yeah. You're sliding in head first.
Yeah.
You're
Get
home
out.
early.
Anyway, cuddle rooms. I don't know if this is going to become a big thing here in stateside, but they seem to be pretty big in Europe. And this woman out in, I think it's Poland, killing it. Killing it. Killing it. And
That's
Lauren's
like
going to
that-
open up her own cuddle hut.
I mean, we had a story not
heard it here
long
first.
ago about I think it was Japan, where you just rent an old person. You just rent like a father figure. And that's
Oh, yeah.
killing and over there, dude. You basically just rent a guy for the afternoon and he like shows you around and he takes you out to the ballpark and gets you a hot dog. And,
Maybe have a catch.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it was basically, and both people were getting something out of it because like the older people who are probably lonely, you're basically renting a grandpa.
Companionship.
Yeah, you're basically renting a grandpa.
They
for the
did.
day.
They have something to do.
Yeah, the moral of the story is everybody needs something. Find your niche
Well,
and open a business.
there's an emotional support bot. I was reading about this morning. Did you hear about this?
It's a small little thing.
So, at the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas, there was a gadget named Romy, who's an emotional support robot. So it's small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, uses
Yeah.
clever conversation to help users combat loneliness, anxiety, and depression. And the conversation is powered by high-end AI algorithms, which allow Romy to engage in real-time interactions that feel personal.
Okay, so
and
what's going to
comforting.
happen when Romy, the emotional support robot, goes offline?
Now it's roaming.
It was,
roaming.
and honestly, it was just a Roomba with a fleshlight duct taped to the top. Yeah, it's called Romy. Dude, I'm pretty sure that's just a Roomba with a fleshlight on it. No, it's a totally new thing.
Emotional support.
That is
By
a
emotional support robot.
totally
I
new
actually
thing.
would love to put that together on my vacuum because seeing that thing
A
roll
fleshlight?
around. Yes, well, no, seeing like a dong on it, like where you put it on the top
Yeah.
and just let that thing
What's a
roam around
handle?
the house. I would crack up every
There
time.
are videos of that actually.
Since everything in that movie, Her, has already come true, what was the ending? I forgot. How's this all going to end?
She leaves. She joins the. They become self-aware and realize they're smarter than the human race, and they need more interaction with each other. And then
And-
she leaves him, and he's brokenhearted.
Whoa, it goes Terminator?
No, she just
Skynet has
goes
become aware.
Out of here,
the
too.
other way though. They go inward, like they are like.
Yeah, but
we're
they
gonna-
leave the humans.
They leave the humans
They
and start
separate.
go onto the net and start their own society together.
Okay,
Brilliant.
And
So-
then he's alone again.
and it's very sad that somebody would turn to AI for companionship. Don't you think? Instead of human interaction, now you're reliant on a piece of, I don't know, wires and plastic and
Yeah, we're not
electronics.
designed for
What if, what,
But what if you're so reliant on this thing
Yeah.
and it breaks, or you've signed up for some kind of service?
It's the same thing with people. I mean, your person is going to die one day. What if it's before you're ready? I mean, it's the same problem.
let's do this. Let's go back to Fantasyland. Just for a second. All
Okay,
right?
here I am.
Humor me. Come back to Fantasyland. This would be, from sex bots to emotional machines, apps or whatever, to cuddle bars. This could be, dare I make a comparison and a parallel to medication to help someone get off, get out of a certain scenario to then wean themselves off
Could
the
be.
medication and back to
Human interaction.
a life without medication. So you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
parallel? Fantasyland would be that these kind of things would be a net positive and a good way to get somebody from a very lonely position back into talking to people in society and
Maybe.
comfortable with that.
and holistically,
No,
you're not
that's
putting a pill in you.
Now that's not going to happen because it's an attention economy. And
Yeah, well, we'll also figure out a way to have sex with it too.
Well, absolutely.
yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. Like whoever owns these things, whether it's Netflix or TikTok or whoever, they're just they want more and more of your attention because that's where they can sell you ads and some other things.
Are they already doing the sex robots in Japan?
I think so. You know what?
Really?
I don't know how I feel about it because I was watching a thing this weekend where one of the AI robots, you know, the one that you see everywhere on like C-SPAN, she's blue and she's got like an open, clear brain and her face moves when she talks. Have you seen this humanoid?
I think I've seen some snippets of it.
Well, I was watching a video this weekend and I told my husband, I'm like, this just makes me very uncomfortable because she moves in a way that is human enough that you feel like, I imagine when you're in front of her, you feel like you're kind of in a presence of something that is
Yeah.
kind of human. And so even though they're robots, like, is it ethical to have sex with it? I guess. I don't know. It makes me
Look
uncomfortable.
this up in Japan if there are these.
There's waifuism.
What?
We did a sketch about it one time, and it bombed so hard. A sketch show I was on.
Waifuism.
About like a guy. Yeah, it's like an anime obsession. People who are obsessed with anime, they like pick a fictional anime character and like it's their girlfriend.
Oh.
Or it's typically men. And they'll just like walk around with like a body pillow with like a. This is what the sketch we did was we had like a mannequin's body and a computer's head with a waifu on it. It was like, and he was bringing him home to meet her parents, and the audience hated it. And we just, you're out there. We did it.
It's like Lars and the
I
Real
was
Girl.
the dad.
Lars and the Real
I played
Girl.
the dad of the guy, the kid coming home
With Ryan Gosling.
and I was trying to get the mom on board, and I was
Yeah.
kind of getting into the waifu, and people did not like it. But that's live comedy. That's not important. What's important is it is a real thing.
Waifuism.
Yeah, look it up. And some people, there's like rules. Like if you go on Reddit, they take it very seriously.
Interesting.
Like you can get banned. They'll assign you. You can't create your own character. They have to assign you. It's very
Wow.
It's a niche market, but there's people into it, and there's people that like they'll have like a waifu body pillow that'll have like the cartoon character printed on it, and they sleep with it at night. They don't put it in the closet. You have to treat it like a real person. You have to be monogamous with it.
Boy, I bet you got some really disappointed parents.
You think they're talking to their parents about this?
Some very disappointed parents.
I'd
out
rather
there.
them have the fake doll girlfriend than kill somebody because they can't get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah, and that's the other positive here. Out of Fantasyland, I've heard a few people say recently that there's no such thing. I mean, I'm sorry. There's no more dangerous a thing than a lonely young male.
Headline.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
No, there are some people that need to be cuddled. Some people need to be relaxed. You tell me if this was an overreaction.
Okay.
Okay. Tennessee man facing charges after he opened fire on family that was sledding in the snow, saying that the family was on his property.
Oh, my God.
Somebody needs to be cuddled.
In jail.
This guy's name is Benjamin Cook, facing 6 counts of aggravated assault in connection with the shooting. The sheriff's office deputies responded on Friday following a report that a man was shooting at a family of 6 playing outside in the snow. Now, the parents and the 4 kids walked down the street to go sledding down a hill in their neighborhood. This is 11:30 in the morning. The family said they heard gunshots coming from the direction of a house down the hill. The mom said she saw snow fly up from the ground just a couple feet in front of her 1-year-old son.
Oh, my goodness.
The parents looked up, looked in the direction of where the shots were coming from, yelled at a guy, later identified it as Benjamin guy, to stop shooting. He says the family was on his property. They're like, nuh-uh. He said, you're on my property. They responded, nuh-uh. The family then gathered their belongings and got the hells out of there.
Yeah.
Deputies went to the house, wound up arresting this guy. But,
How old was he?
He looks to be in his early 60s.
Okay, the second most dangerous thing is an old lonely man.
A lonely man.
Yeah. It's been divorced.
Turns
He lives
out-
by himself.
A
turns
lonely
out-
old man.
Especially if you've seen El Camino. Or wait, what's the?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
the one.
no, what's the Clint Eastwood one? El Camino.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino, yes. My bad. One of the car movies.
Different car, man.
One
totally,
of the movies named after a car that has nothing
Turns
to do.
out,
Totally different car.
Turns out they were not on his property. So,
Oh.
That's did he say my bad? And
Well,
he's
now
okay?
they
No,
they
no,
get to shoot back.
no. Here's another guy that, I don't know. I don't know if this guy would do well at the Cuddle House. A man from Racine, Wisconsin, was taken into custody last week after authorities say he was joeing inside a grocery store. This is in Kenosha County, Wisconsin. 32-year-old Tyree Carter was taken into custody, charged with 1 misdemeanor count of lewd and lascivious behavior.
Lewd and lascivious.
So he was at the Piggly Wiggly just after 2 o'clock.
Higgly Wiggly.
Was it really?
Yeah.
And it's
Of course
cold.
it was.
I feel like you get one free when it's Piggly Wiggly.
Just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Piggly Wiggly last Saturday.
Damn.
According to Kenosha police, officers were called to the scene following a report that a man had been inappropriately touching himself while inside the store. There's more, by the way.
It's a little redundant.
There's more.
Keep going.
Officers said an employee at the store spotted Tyree acting suspiciously, tried to determine if he was stealing something. However, upon further investigation, the employee realized that he had just
Drilled a hole in a melon.
Wiggled.
gotten to the finish line on the floor and just left.
Oh my.
Oh, gosh.
That could be.
Oh, now you got to bring out the
Clean
cat
up
litter.
on aisle 4.
Yeah, no kidding. You got to bring the cat litter, the sand or whatever.
Yeah.
Like somebody puked.
Attention, Piggly Wiggly shoppers.
Sawdust.
Can Dave please bring the sawdust to aisle 4?
Aisle 4 is closed.
The sawdust on top of the
If
sawdust.
anyone needs cereal,
Yeah.
just ask us. We'll get it for you.
I think there's some mayo on aisle 4.
No.
Dave, back to you.
No. We have a spill. That's all you say. It's a spill.
Tapioca pudding on aisle
This
4.
was stop
Yeah,
it. This
tapioca?
was
Tapioca.
2 o'clock on Saturday. He wound up being arrested Monday, the following Monday. So, yeah, I don't think he would do well at the Cottle House.
He'd do very well.
You guys are talking me
that
out
was
of my
empowering.
endeavor here. I'm not. These people are making me
Yeah.
not want to open. one of
This
these
is
What
what
do you
people
mean,
will do
these
at a Piggly
people?
Wiggly. Imagine what they do at a Cuddly Wuddly.
Or this guy. Now, you do this in a dugout, no problem. Do it to a random woman on the street, big problem. A serial butt slapper is on the loose in Colorado.
King of butt touches.
Cops are asking people to help identify this guy. A woman in Denver, in the Denver suburb of Lakewood, was out jogging on New Year's Day when this guy drove up behind her on an e-bike and just slapped her tush. Then a day later, he did it again to a different woman in the same area. Same area meaning same part of town. But yes, also on her butt. At least 2 other incidents have been reported so far. Somebody did get a shot of him on the e-bike, but you can't see his face. But a serial butt slapper might sound funny, but this guy's looking at sexual assault charges.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are these two. This by far is a way less classy spin on Bonnie and Clyde. And this story is going viral all over the place. Police in Polk County, Florida, looking for a man and a woman who stole around $500 worth of cleaning supplies from a Family Dollar store last month. And it's the employees who really needed those cleaning supplies. Because while the guy was collecting the cleaning supplies in a cart and wheeling them out, the woman distracted the staff by relieving herself right on the floor of the store.
Come on.
Well, that's why they were getting cleaning supplies.
What do you mean
are-
relieving? Like,
There aren't many details, but the police are referring to them as Mr. Clean and Mrs. Dookie.
Oh, deucing?
That is romantic.
Dropping deuces.
See if you could find a picture of them. Because there is surveillance photo.
It's like Jack
There is
Strapp.
surveillance photos of these two.
It looks like Johnny Depp and.
Yeah, there's footage from the store surveillance. As far as I know, the police are still trying to track these
They
two down.
call me Mrs. Dookie.
Dude, the face that she's making in this photo is
She's
phenomenal. Look at the face she's making. I
yeah,
mean,
she's.
Actively Dookieing.
that's a full Duke.
She's gone full Duke. So he loaded up a shopping cart full of cleaning supplies, wheeled it right out. She crapped on the floor.
As a distraction.
Yeah. They are a 2025 Bonnie and Clyde.
This is at a Family Dollar.
Yeah.
I like how he has cleaning supplies and there's also a box of natural ice.
Well, first of all,
Natty Ice, right on.
$500 worth of cleaning products. That's a lot.
Well-
from
From a Family Dollar.
I can spend that much.
On cleaning supplies at Family Dollar?
You take take me to Target. I'll show you what living's
Well,
all about in the
Yeah, but
cleaning
Family
aisle.
Dollar, you're not getting Dawn.
Target.
You're getting whatever the off-brand is. Bubble Maker.
I forgot to tell you guys something about my weekend. Not to derail, but I made Tim take our oven and pull it out. When's the last time you've done that?
Is this
yeah.
innuendo?
Never.
Guys, I am telling you the
Oh,
gratification.
Tim pulled your oven out? What
He
is
pulled my
what does
oven
that
out.
mean?
Yeah, you know what that means.
Baby girl.
And it wasn't
Is
on
this
wheels.
Code.
You
Listen.
get done cuddling that other guy, I'm going to pull your oven out.
I have never been more excited to clean something than behind my oven. It was glorious. And I bought a steam cleaner off of TikTok because those TikTok ads, I'm just eating them up while we still can. Steam cleaner coming in
I know.
a couple more days.
Tina gave mine away, and I was very upset.
Sorry, back.
I was going to say you won the weekend.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Did you?
really?
Yeah, well, now you ruined it.
Oh, well.
Rude.
I have started that task and got intimidated and just put it back.
The oven, pulling
Yeah.
it out.
Where I was like, this is not, in my mind, I'm like, hour and a half. But in reality, that's an all-day affair.
We got a new fridge. We've lived in our house for almost 3 years, and we got a new fridge, so I got to clean back there when we got that. We're getting a new dishwasher this week. And then I was like, pull that damn oven out. I mean, you would have thought he was talking dirty to me or something, because I was
well,
like,
we did
the
think that.
gratification.
Wait.
Tim, pull
Did you
that oven
clean
out.
under and behind the oven
Yes.
or inside?
No,
No,
Behind.
pulling the
Not
entire
inside.
oven out.
I'm talking about,
Cleaning the actual inside the oven.
you can take that out.
Well, yeah, you need to do that once a year, at least.
And I don't think people do.
Clean
your oven.
inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the self-clean. I know it's
I do
not
that,
good,
but like,
We haven't done
you can
that.
actually pull that thing out and see what's in there. And I think a lot of people would be, it's intimidating.
I don't want to know what's behind there.
It
A
was
lot of
disgusting.
charred. There's a lot of charred things
Yeah. It's better
behind the
left.
oven.
inside the oven.
Oh,
Like if you pull the actual heating chamber out
the
and you clean inside there, you
heating
pull all the
chamber.
grates out. Like the
Supposed to
part where you
pull
put
that?
stuff in the oven.
yes, the actual oven.
Yeah, like you're gonna get
Oh,
in there
okay,
and
yeah,
scrub
cleaning
the
your
oven.
oven. Yeah. I thought you meant in a place that I can't see.
Right.
Like behind or under.
Right.
Which is
Oh,
what
every
I'm
once in a
talking
while, a
about.
French fry will be, kicked underneath there.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
see, mine are in the walls.
Yeah, mine are on the walls too.
Lucky.
Yeah.
It is pretty tight, but they're small.
Quite tight.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have Tim come over and pull my oven out.
Please, hire him. That's his business.
What? No, you did. No, learn. You did say
Girl,
you helped.
pulled my
You helped a
oven all the
woman.
way out.
Yeah, I helped a couple.
You helped a couple get out of a snowbank.
Felt good about it, Felt good to help people. And we didn't mug them or anything,
You
you know?
didn't
We
take
didn't
their
even
car?
say, like, give us
Crazy.
your money.
Yeah, that was your
Yeah.
She
opportunity.
let me in her car. I was like, because this lady didn't know what, not saying I know what I'm doing, but I used to live on a really steep hill and I have an Acura. And so this woman had an Acura RDX. And I go, would you mind if I get in there and shimmy this thing? She goes, no, please, because she was very uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
it was fun.
I was just reading this thing.
I begrudgingly pushed my crackhead neighbor's minivan out. I was stuck in I like pulled into my place. The lady who's like crackhead son lives with her and drives me nuts was getting in her van and it was like spinning out and I was like, God. The right thing to do is to
fine.
go help, but I want her to see me walk into my house and ignore her. But I
was reading up on, like I'm fed all these articles about what to have in your. Hey, it's wintertime. God forbid you get stuck somewhere. You should have these different supplies in your car, for just such an occasion of getting stuck somewhere. And, God forbid you get stuck in a blizzard. Mm-hmm. So you should have jumper cables in the car. You should have flares or reflective triangles, an ice scraper, a phone charger, a flashlight.
Romy.
Water and snacks, heated blanket, body and hand warmers like the hot hands, toe straps. And I was reading about these traction mats. Have you heard of these?
No.
Traction
Throw them
mat.
under your
Traction.
tires.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Talking about like sure.
Dude, that's
That's what I do with my
I know what
yoga
you're saying.
mat.
A traction mat, they make these specific ones where you kind of roll them up.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's like the dad trick. Floor mats.
Yeah.
If you got all-weather floor mats, you pull them out, you put them in front of the tires. That's how you get out. And then you get out and you pick up your mats and you put them back.
Yeah, but they make specific things now where it's, they kind of roll up kind of tight. And you just put them in the trunk.
Cool.
And you just roll them out. You buy 2 of these things, you roll them out, you put under your tires, and traction mats. I never even heard of these things. Or, they say put kitty litter in the car.
Yeah.
Kitty litter for better traction, sand. But ready.gov has a much more exhaustive list of stuff you should have. Or if you want to go the easy route, just search for roadside emergency car kit. They make like all-in-one kits now where you just buy it and just put it in your trunk. I do have my tire inflator if anybody needs their
Me
tires
too.
inflated.
Ooh.
I inflated mine the other
I
day.
have it with me.
We did have the inflate-a-thon last year. That was nice.
I do have it with me right
I
now.
waited on it all year.
I used to carry those traction boards and 2x4s just in case. And I think I used it once. One time.
2x4s do work.
Yeah, my dad's had 2x4s in his vans and trucks
For
since-
just such an
since the
occasion?
80s. Yeah, just in case he gets stuck on Watson.
You never know. You never know when you might need them. All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first. And that is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, your new home for sports in South County. Get all the info at hotshotsnet.com. From Hillsborough, Missouri, Douglas Browning is
Douglas.
Old Doug has been a Riz Show and Point fan since its inception. Loves starting his mornings off with the Riz Show. Loves the versatility between each of the cast members and how we each bring our own individual personalities to the table with every show. He appreciates Moon's positive oversight on topics, Rafe's comic relief, King Scott's jokes, learns perspective, and listening to me speak about subjects that he's very passionate about, or that I'm very passionate about, or both of us are. I don't know. Doug Browning from Hillsborough is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get Super Sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take our first break in the morning. We'll come back with crap on celebrities. It is 7:13. It's Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Like Golden Oak Lending, cure your blues. The highways are clear. Your point forecast sunny, high of 27, but right now it's only 16 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
Concerts will fix everything. Billions in the name of. Whose jockstrap is up for auction now? And what 1985 NES game was beat in 4 minutes and 54 seconds?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. Back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. All right, the Riz Show Fastlane Pickem Challenge. Wild card weekend. We have one more game tonight. All right, the Rams game tonight. Rams and
Vikings.
Rams and Vikings. That's right.
In Arizona.
In Arizona.
Rams, Vikings at Cardinals.
Yeah.
Remember, that was the field that they used for the Super Bowl, the one that rolls in?
Yes, I saw a video of that.
Yeah,
You see them rolling in the field?
Yeah, it's neat. Hopefully they fix all the issues that they had with the actual field from the Super Bowl.
You know what? So the Pick'em Challenge, the Fastlane picks, are sealed in an envelope. So I don't know how they did.
Yes, this is a
Open
very
the
different
envelope. Why is it sealed? Do they have a sealed one of ours?
Yes.
They have a sealed one of ours. We have a sealed one of theirs.
It's like the Grammys. Cool.
Well, we agreed to open it tomorrow after the Monday Night Football game was over. So
we don't know
It's
if
hard
we
to
we
know.
don't know if we won or lost.
or if we're in the lead or what.
We don't know their picks. We don't know if they picked as a team or if they picked individually.
Well, I ran into Andrew Marsh on Friday night.
I saw Marsh in the hallway and felt him out.
He said that they did not pick as a team. They kind of all went off on their own and did their own picks.
Okay.
So I know I got a couple wrong this weekend. I had picked the Bucks to win.
Mm-hmm.
They did not. I picked the Chargers to win. They did not.
What? I don't know what I picked.
Yeah, I lost
You
those
did
two
good.
as well.
Did I do well?
If we're going to win, we're going to live and die by you and King.
Let's
you picked
go!
the Texans.
Yes.
You're the only person to pick the Texans.
Scott, did you pick the Texans?
He
guess.
picked the Commanders.
Okay, you got the Commanders.
And you picked the Commanders. So we
Oh,
did.
nice. You
We
got both
gained.
of
I'm
those?
guessing we gained points. The Commanders could go either way, but I bet that whole show picked the Chargers.
Who picked Green Bay?
Nobody was.
I picked
Nobody
Green Bay.
Oh, you picked
Oh.
Green Bay.
I did.
canceled her Texans out, but at least we didn't lose.
Why would
Because
you
Michelle
do that?
Smallman loves Green Bay, and
But
she's
that
my
means
friend, and I
she
said,
picked it.
I want to be like her.
You
That-
vote with your heart. That's how you get killed.
All I got
I
is
like-
my heart. I don't know
listen,
what's going on in the NFL. Look at me.
I like Michelle Smallman. She's a very nice woman. She's very, as far as sports go.
Also, I had a cheesehead growing up. I was
mean,
a Brett
she's
Favre
on ESPN,
person.
like the big station, ESPN.
Yeah, she's in New York.
But that was a dumb pick.
It's the
Green Bay.
playoffs.
You
They're
know
all
what's-
there.
Crazy though. I was looking online, and there was some kind of AI predictor, some guy he predicted last 3 NBA championships, and it's all these like different stats they run through of like what teams have, like a rusher in the top 5 and a defense in the top 12, and what all these teams had in common who've won Super Bowls, and they picked Green Bay to win Super Bowl this year.
Well,
beat Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
how's that looking?
Yeah, not looking
Yeah,
good.
Not looking
Looking
great.
good.
They got their asses
I think
kicked.
it's easier when it's like best of 7 to predict that kind of stuff. Football's hard because it's one game.
Yeah.
Green Bay did not look like they even deserved to be
That
there.
game looked like who wants to lose it more.
Yeah, Chargers did not look like they deserved to be there. Steelers, we all knew didn't deserve to be there. Like there was 3 or 4 teams that just
Stinky.
Now,
easy goodbyes.
Kerry Davis over on the fast lane is a former Pittsburgh Steeler. Hoping he went with the heart pick, like I'm picking the Steelers because I was a Steeler.
He's got a Steelers ring on his hand,
Dude.
and even he isn't silly enough to go with the Steelers.
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
There's no way.
He took his Steelers bumper sticker off his car, by the way.
He did? Off
So
of his
we'll see.
Tesla?
Yeah.
There's no way.
His
he went
Tesla
Steelers.
is black and gold.
Just like the Steelers.
Kerry's a smart dude. There's no way he went Steelers. I mean, it's great that we could bet
I don't
on
know.
that.
He
Ironically-
went with his heart.
Ironically,
maybe.
his
Michelle
Tesla contains
Smallman
0
is-
steel.
Running this show over here.
Michelle Smallman's smart too, but she
She
picked
is.
Green Bay because she's a Packer fan.
Well, and because she did The Bachelorette with a team, and that was her NFL team. So she went all the way to the end with them, which
Well-
I appreciate.
Outside of the Packers, you had good picks.
Thanks.
You had good upset.
And I went with my heart on all of it. I didn't look at anything like you
Okay,
people.
well,
That Texans pick. Wow, I'm so
You
thankful
pulled that
that you did that.
out.
right out of your.
I can't
Right
imagine.
out of your
Rob.
oven.
Yep,
So yeah, you turned your oven inside out in that Texan.
that's
You
right.
really did.
Thanks.
We'll see again. We'll
Nice
see.
thing you've
we'll
ever said to
see-
me.
We'll see tomorrow how the fast lane did, and
I think tonight's going to really. This is a coin flip game.
I have the
think-
Rams.
I do too.
I don't. My
Oh,
mom
you
threatened
do?
me.
I do have the Rams.
I went
As
Vikings.
do I.
I do not.
Who's the favorite? That's kind of
The
a
Rams
50-50.
were
The
favorite,
Rams
I
are the
thought.
favorite.
Oh,
My mother came to my
Mars
house
took
yesterday.
the Vikes because he's a Vikings fan. We know he picked the Vikings.
I just think outside of LA because they moved.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Vikings are the favorite.
Oh,
Oh.
what's up?
2.5. It's 2.5 points.
I know.
So it's,
I just think outside of
Wait.
LA,
He told me the Rams were the favorite last week. Did that change?
maybe they were, but when it went to
no.
Arizona,
I never. If this is what it was, this is what I told you.
I listened to you.
come on, Donald.
If that's what it was, that's what I told you.
Well, I am curious. It's a very strange week because you can't just do total points. Like, we can look at our total points. I can tell you what we have right now and what we will potentially have. But it's more of a who's losing points. You know, there's less games. We don't know what they picked.
We will open the envelope together tomorrow on the air. But being that the Rams are playing tonight, and I did pick the Rams to win, yesterday was the 9-year anniversary of the NFL approving the Rams moving back to LA. 9 years already.
they did that, and then there was another season, right? They had to complete a season, or was there one more season?
When did the Rams last play in St. Louis?
I feel like it was not 9 years.
January 12th, 2016, NFL approves the St. Louis Rams move to Los Angeles.
I think there were a few seasons after that. So
December
obviously that
17th, 2015.
Rams were not in the. Wait, what? December was the last game they played as a St. Louis Ram?
Yeah. Said the St. Louis
Of
Rams
2015?
played their last game in St. Louis on December 17th, 2015.
Holy
And they
crud.
beat the Bucks.
Why does it feel like it was not that long ago? Right?
9 years, man.
Because remember, you
That's
guys were
crazy.
down there burning things and getting all the donations, right?
We were down at Hot Shots.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You did like a pile of donations. It was
And
all
they
Rams
lit
jerseys.
it on fire. Which I was like, man, this is pretty big waste of expensive
Clothing?
jerseys. But okay,
Made people feel better.
it did. It did. They had Rams Stan Kroenke urinal cakes they put in every
Yeah,
urinal.
that's what
Love
it was.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, whatever. Listen, whatever makes you feel better. All right, today is January the 13th. Back in the day, 57 years ago, 1968, Johnny Cash performs a pair of concerts at Folsom Prison, which were later released as his Live at Folsom Prison album. 35 years ago, 1990, MC Hammer single, You Can't Touch This was released. That was 35 years ago. Damn. 33 years ago, 1992, Woody Allen and Mia Farrow ended their 12-year relationship when Mia found naked pictures of her adopted daughter, Soon Yi, in Woody Allen's apartment. Ugh. She was later awarded custody of their kids, which is okay with them because they hate him now anyway. 31 years ago, 1994, two of Tonya Harding's chubby hoodlum bodyguards arrested and charged with conspiracy in the clubbing of Nancy Kerrigan. 23 years ago, 2002, while watching football at the White House, George W. Bush chokes on a pretzel to the point of passing out.
Do we know if it was a soft or a hard pretzel?
I think it was a hard pretzel.
Okay. Man, soft pretzels are damn delicious.
22 years ago, 2003, Pete Townsend of The Who, arrested for accessing child porn on the internet. Lucky for him, the cops bought his excuse about doing quote-unquote research. You know the story behind this? So after a 4-month investigation, police announced that Pete Townsend is not in possession of any downloaded child abuse images, but had accessed a site containing such images. He himself acknowledged using his credit card, but his own credit card.
Whoa.
He used his credit card to enter a website advertising child pornography, but said he was doing research for his autobiography. Although he was not charged, he was placed on the National Sex Offender Registry for 5 years.
What research for the autobiography? Was there
not know
no
the
other
answer to that
connected
question.
information? That's interesting.
He put his own credit card down on a child porn website because he was doing research for his autobiography. And 5 years ago today in 2020, the World Health Organization reports the first case of coronavirus outside of China. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Cordell & Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. A benefit concert to help the victims of the Los Angeles fires is going to be held on January 30th. The concert is being called Fire Aid, advertised as an evening of music and solidarity, and will take place at the Inuit Dome in Inglewood, California. The proceeds are going to establish a foundation to provide aid to fire victims, assist with rebuilding, and advance fire prevention technology. At this time, we've seen all sorts of celebrities lose their homes. There's been more than 5,000 homes lost. It's not just celebrities out there. There's tons of normal people that have lost everything. And there's a ton of GoFundMes out there. People organized a list of all of the different families in need. And there's resources out there. So if you want to give, there's a ton of GoFundMes for families out.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebrities lost their homes.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges, Mel Gibson, Paris Hilton, James Woods, just to name.
But a lot of regular people did too, and I've been seeing
a
really stupid narrative online. I've been seeing a lot of my friends share before you give these celebrities a bunch of money, begging for money, remember that there's still people in North Carolina that need, and I'm like, yeah, those things can both be true.
Yes.
And it's also I know tons of regular people who, like comedian friends who were renters who lost.
Yeah.
There were 4 people living in a crappy place in the Palisades that their house burned down. Like, it's not just
Paris Hilton.
It's people who've never been to L.A. They don't understand how these neighborhoods are set up.
Yeah,
there are mansions high on the hill, and then there's apartment housing at the bottom. It's not.
I have 5 close friends that I know of already that have completely lost homes. Everything is gone, and maybe only one of them would be considered having money.
Dude, Pete Lee did The Tonight Show the day after his house burned down, and he talked about it. He made jokes about it. He's one of the sweetest guys. He's not a super famous rich guy, and it was like a little 1-bedroom. He bought it after his divorce. He used all the money he had.
Yeah, and they're house poor because their rent is absurd. Every single dollar they have,
and the insurance is gone.
I saw this video yesterday, and this is one of the most heartbreaking videos I've seen coming out of the fires. And it was a normal couple, and this is all caught on their Ring camera. This is a couple from Pasadena. This is the Eaton fire, E-A-T-O-N. And this is, the wife looks like she's coming home, and over in the distance she could see a fire starting. And within minutes, their house is gone. Listen to this.
Hey, babe, I need you to come out here right now. We have a very big problem. What? Oh,
6:19 p.m.
Oh, no.
babe, we gotta go.
6:25 It's getting closer. And this is them now rushing in and out of the house, grabbing everything they can. 6:34.
Awful.
Now there's ash everywhere. This is within 10 minutes.
I'm gonna spray the roof.
Guy's now spraying the roof of his house with water. Another 5 minutes go by. There's embers flying everywhere. The wind is
Please,
tremendous.
God. Please, God, save us. Save our house. Please.
It's so windy.
100-mile-per-hour winds.
So 6:19.
Bye.
He says goodbye to his house at 6:53.
It's terrible.
Man.
So 6:19, the wife comes in, says, "Look at this." By 6:53,
It's gone.
he pulls out of the driveway, says goodbye to his house.
Yep. I
And
mean,
that's a normal. That's not a celebrity.
right. Well, it's an abnormal fire, too. A lot of people are saying, well, people in California are used to this. The area of which this all happened is new, and the 100-mile-per-hour winds is new. That is, I mean, this is maybe the most catastrophic fire that's ever going to have hit
You
California.
think it's going to come that somebody set these fires on purpose?
There's a
don't know.
lot. I mean, they've already arrested quite a few folks with that. But also, did you see the power lines, how they were surging and they were hitting trees and stuff like
Well,
that?
with that kind of wind, why didn't they shut the power lines down?
Yeah. I mean, so I think the power companies, they continue
lot
to
of-
do this throughout California. The same company is the one that helped all the fires up north. They're helping this one.
A lot of
chaos.
questions to be answered after
Yeah.
this is all said and done.
For sure. Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name has joined the Spotify's Billions Club. Tom Morello commented and says, thanks to all of you who have listened to it, those who love it, those who hate it, and those who have enjoyed it without understanding it. Righteous proof that rebel music and irony are alive and well. Neil Young gave A Complete Unknown, the new Bob Dylan movie with Timothée Chalamet, 2 thumbs up. He wrote, I love Bob Dylan and his music, always have. He's a great artist. Once he was on my bus, didn't recognize him, threw him off the bus, but that's another story. This movie is a great tribute to his life and music, and I think if you love Bob's music, you'll absolutely love this movie. It was great.
Anybody see that?
Not yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Oh, Moon did see Gladiator 2.
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
Not great.
Yeah.
Not great, huh?
No,
Tim was upset.
It is not worth
Told
it.
you.
He almost walked out.
No.
Corny
Oh,
as
so
hell.
the 3
dude.
you saw it. Scott, you didn't
Dude.
see it, right?
He did.
No.
What it is a
bad,
whole
Jen.
bunch of scenes with no gravity, no understanding of why the first movie worked, and it was just this carbon copy, paint by numbers.
Of the
Bigger.
first.
It,
Faster, crazier.
But it-
So
But-
more
but it
money
was-
was put into
but
it.
it was none of those things. Like
No, but that's what they were.
Yeah,
that was
it
like the
tried
only
to be.
mandate on that movie was like, oh yeah, what if they fought sharks?
yeah,
They were like, what if
Okay,
we
dude.
just put Denzel Washington in it?
Yeah.
That's what it
To try
sounded
to
like.
save
Pedro
it.
Pascal.
I'd imagine if they put in, if they said, "Hey ChatGPT, we're making a Gladiator 2." This is the script it would give, because it would go back and say, "Okay, it started with the battle scene, and then it did this, and then it did this, and then and it's literally
So
just
it's
like
paint by numbers.
it's paint by numbers, jump at it, and you're not connected to anyone or anything." And I hate to say this, but what's the lead's name? What's
Paul Mescal?
Paul Mescal. Yeah, I'm sure he's great, but he was garbage in this.
Paul Mescal and Pedro Pascal.
And I don't know if it was his fault or not. I got to watch it again, but he
Oh,
was.
you're gonna watch it again?
No,
Ugh.
definitely not. But I'm just saying I have to watch it again to actually like be able to figure this
the
out.
first
you
one
watch
was
it?
so
No.
good.
Dude, Pedro Pascal is okay. He's fine. There's nothing special about his performance. The Mescal guy just has no weight. He holds no power in any of these scenes, and you are completely unconvinced that anybody would ever want to follow this guy or has any attachment to him. And then Denzel comes in and goes, basically, okay, hey, this is a real movie. Take it seriously, because he's freaking great.
Yeah, he's the best part.
But
All right, I need a letter grade.
at first, when it first ended, I went.
Oh, go low.
When
influence.
it first ended, I went B-, and then actually, the more and more I thought about it, and then when I went to bed, I was trying to like remember what I thought about it because I knew you were gonna ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and say D+.
Right? Didn't you give it like a B? I feel like you came in and told him that it was like not that bad, and then you.
No, I said it was terrible. I said they literally jumped the shark. I'm like, I don't want to give too much away, but there's sharks in the Coliseum, and I was like, this is the corn. Like there are parts of it that were so corny that I was just like, this is dumb.
The CGI was not great
CGI
either.
wasn't
like
good.
the money spent on everything else.
They really
was-
shoehorned the whole story of like it being Maximus's son and didn't really explain it. It was just like,
And that was cheap too. That's cheap.
it was fine. I think I gave it a B minus with, and that was with the holiday bump.
I'm trying to see what they gave
Christmas
it on
cheer
the Rotten
bump.
Tomatoes.
Here's
Now that
what
it's
it
such
is.
a bad review, I want to see it.
Here's what it is. It's a good Netflix movie.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
it is. You know how Netflix just pumps out these movies, Carry
Yeah.
On and whatever else, and you watch them and you go, oh, that was a nice waste of 2 minutes.
I do.
2 hours. And it was fine because you didn't invest anything. You weren't
Right.
excited
It was
about it.
your
You
house.
it's a Netflix movie
Critics
that
gave
would
it
have got to see.
71%.
Well, critics are fools.
How much?
71%.
They're paid. There's
Have
no
to be.
way. You got
71%
paid to get
critics,
a 70.
82% audience.
They don't.
That
they're
movie
wrong.
was junk.
Garbage, huh?
That movie was
It's not.
junk.
I mean, it's garbage because it says Gladiator in the title. If it wasn't a Gladiator movie, it would have been a C+ Netflix movie.
Did anybody give a thumbs down in the movie?
yeah, they shoehorned that
Oh, and
in.
that's the other thing too is the Emperors
Mm-hmm.
are doing this really okay version of Commodus. Like they're doing the one kid is trying to do Joaquin Phoenix meets like more.
Those are the twins.
Yeah.
They're real emperors.
All right,
They're
well,
like
listen.
emperor twins.
I get it,
Screw
but
Gladiator
they're
too.
not doing a new
I
character.
do hope that when they
Fail.
all met each other, that they were like Pascal, Mescal, Pascal,
Yes,
Pascal,
that's
Denzel,
fine.
Denzel, Pascal, Denzel, Mescal, Denzel.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping for, too.
Going back to Bob Dylan, Julian's Auctions have announced 50 extraordinary artifacts from Bob Dylan's life and career are headed to auction, including an early draft of Dylan's first #1 hit, Mr. Tambourine Man, which is expected to fetch around $600,000. There'll also be a signed oil painting and some different things from his shows over the years. So if you're made of thousands and millions, you want to go to juliansauctions.com. Things are up there for you.
So the Chalamet kid's going to host SNL and be the musical guest?
I have that coming up, yes.
So is he going to do Dylan songs?
He is.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he will be doing Dylan songs. And if these Bob items...
What if we got up there and did something else?
Yeah, what if you... I have an
It
album.
was like,
Does he do anything else? I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
Great Elvis
He
impersonator.
will, though, probably now, because we're all inflating his head that he's so good.
I'm not inflating anything.
I
yeah.
love that kid. I think he's awesome. I'm a fan.
Well, if you don't want to auction or bid on any Bob Dylan stuff, maybe this will entice you. Guys, Elvis Presley's rhinestone jockstrap is up for sale again. And right now, guess how much it's sitting at
Like
as of
a
this morning?
Rhinestone jockstrap.
This was made by a fan, given to Elvis, worn by Elvis.
Nice.
A rhinestone jockstrap. How much do you think current bidding is?
$20,000.
And let me tell you something. This thing is
I
off
gotta
color.
see
It was
how
white
many
at one time.
rhinestones are on it.
Off color.
There's probably 100.
Does it have that sweat
Whoa.
stain like a pillow?
It's
that's
a
been
little
kept too
gray
long?
around the
Yeah.
balls,
No.
I would say.
Like a pirate's map?
Yeah.
20,000 American dollars.
Oh, that's cool.
You say
Elvis
20.
rhinestone- What?
Don't
This
look
is
it up.
nice.
Are you? Don't
No.
look at it.
I'm looking at the jockstrap
Ew,
itself.
that's
look
the
at the-
wrong color, guys.
Was that in Gladiator?
It has
have to look.
EP on kind of the pelvis area.
Dude, that's gross.
He wore this?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
That's
cool as heck,
so
man.
stupid.
He had it on when he was on the toilet.
I take
Also,
it
do
back.
jock straps even work? I mean, this thing looks like a maxi pad.
Yeah, man, it's just
Like, what happens
just
to you
holds
guys?
your nuts
It just
tight.
holds
Yeah, it's
everything
just
up
to prevent
high and
the
tight.
slapping. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just like a little cup that goes over your man biz.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
it just squeezes it up, and so you're not
there's
slapping
the
around on your
jockstrap
legs.
itself, and you could put the cup in it.
yeah, but I'm talking about like the backside where it's almost, it's not a thong. It would make sense if it were a thong.
No,
but it's
got
not.
It's got the butt.
It goes
the strap
underneath
under
the
the
straps are
creases.
pulling things tight to keep your little
Taut.
stuff hugged
Okay.
to your body so you're not swinging loosey-goosey while you're out there fielding the ground ball.
I know, but I'm just saying it would be cooler, I think, as somebody who's worn a thong, if you made the jockstrap into a thong,
No.
three-prong approach.
No.
You could have the side whistlers there, but having one going up the crack, I
Why?
think could
We
be.
don't need that. Why
No
would
way.
we need that?
No, that's not
I'm just
what
saying
we
it could be
want.
better for
Fine.
you.
We don't want to.
You don't
Fine.
feel a thong when you wear it.
Yeah, we'll take your word for it.
This, by the way, Elvis's rhinestone jockstrap
She's trying to
looks
have one on.
gross, and it's off color.
How much do you think it's going for right
I
now?
take it back.
Current bid. You
I
said
go 5,000 American dollars.
5,000 moon.
10,000.
10,000 Riz.
I think it's 20,000 per ball.
Okay, so 40,000.
40,000.
Okay, King.
Let's go big time. I'm going to go
Assuming he has both.
$87,000.
Wow.
Elvis's balls were, and it looks like just a normal bedazzled.
Yeah.
Sock
Yeah, there's
for
no
your
way anyone's
crotch.
spending money on this,
This is
though.
garbage.
Yeah, it does. Well, it was a fan made it. I mean, in the 60s. This is pretty cool. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to Rafe Dean Williams for guessing $40,000. Because right now, current bid, $42.4
Huh.
20,000 a nut, baby.
What?
There we go.
I know my testicle values.
Crazy town.
This is Crazy Town. Trent Reznor's favorite song of last year was Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
How does that go?
I don't know. I looked it up. I mean, it's a pretty cool song. I can't imagine him vibing to Espresso.
Yeah.
But apparently he is.
I think he's playing politics.
No, his kids get him involved. So he said his daughter was singing Dua Lipa's Levitating last year, and that got him all excited. And then now
I've heard
it's
him
Sabrina
talk about his
Carpenter.
kids.
That
like
song
in pop
is
music.
spectacular.
That one is?
That Levitating.
I don't know what that is.
There was a Katy Perry song, and the mixes, as far as production goes, the mixes are just freaking.
Is this Espresso?
I don't want to know Trent Reznor likes this kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm
that
just
sour
giving
for
you the
you?
news.
It does.
This was a headline for our
Like,
people.
I want to believe that Trent Reznor sleeps in a coffin.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't come out during the day. I never want to see Trent Reznor in sweatpants.
He sleeps in a coffin and only watches
I
David
do.
Fincher movies.
You
What
don't
about
see
Elvis's
Trent Reznor at
jockstrap?
Chipotle?
No, I never want to see Trent Reznor in Chipotle.
With Mary
Never.
Queen, and they're both in gray sweats.
I never
Terrifying.
want to hear somebody ask Trent Reznor if they'd like guacamole and tell him it's extra.
He's one of the guys.
Like that picture of Danzig buying kitty litter. Like he never outlived that picture.
My people. Well, like Riz was saying earlier, Saturday Night Live returns later this month. New episode on January 25th with Timothée Chalamet serving both as host and musical guest. It'll be his third time hosting. He is expected to do Bob Dylan. On January 18th, Dave Chappelle returns with rapper I can't say it. Glorilla. It's hard for me to say. She's making her SNL debut as musical guest. Moving into movie news, Gerard Butler and Den of Thieves 2 topped the weekend box office. The sequel pulled in $15.5 million, followed by Mufasa, The Lion King, and then Sonic 2, Nosferatu, and Moana 2 finished to round out the top 5. 45 different movie sequels are expected to hit theaters in 2025, including Captain America: Brave New World. That'll come out on Valentine's Day. Ben Affleck's The Accountant 2. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning on May 23rd. From the World of John Wick: Ballerina on June 6th. The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson on August 2nd.
Hell yeah.
And Wicked for Good on November 21st.
I also saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
That was good, right?
Yeah, it was fine.
I gave that an A.
I think it's exactly what it was supposed to be, and it's Ryan Reynolds.
You have to let go of it mattering.
Yeah, it
That's what I did. And that's why I
Yeah, it was
just
enjoyed
fun.
it.
It was
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
You just let it be fun. It's a very good, well done movie.
it's Ryan Reynolds force feeding me ice cream, and while I like ice cream, it's still force
No,
feeding
and
me
I
ice
let
cream.
I let it go, and I go, I'm going to enjoy this, and I did, and I enjoyed my evening out at the movies watching.
Yeah.
I liked it better on the second watch because the first one I went in with like expectations of like this is going to have a huge impact on the Marvel universe, and you're like, no, it does
Just
not.
let it go.
It's
Yeah.
just a fun little.
Yeah, it's
a fun little
that
film.
second Suicide Squad movie. But
Pretty
you're
much,
like,
yeah.
You're like, oh, that was cool.
Hugh Jackman's dating a girl. You know, he and his wife of long term, they
beard.
divorced.
Yes.
And then he was in Broadway, and people were speculating that he was possibly dating this woman. And then, guys, this past week, they went out to dinner holding hands. So it was confirmed by
Who
TMZ.
is it?
I don't know her name.
They always said that his first wife was a beard.
Yeah.
She was much older than he is,
Yeah.
which I thought was cool.
They always led the front page of those articles that like super hunky stars that married normal people. And see what
She was
see
a
what happens
silver
with
fox.
that.
She was cute. She's just much older than him.
She's an actress too.
Oh, really? It was. I swear, dude. There was an article.
Tom Cruise did that too. You remember Tom Cruise's first wife was like
Yeah,
a much
Mimi,
older.
Mimi Rogers.
Yeah. It was almost like they get into the biz and get.
She's the one
They
that-
get like mentored by these older women, and then
Yes.
Look up Mimi Rogers. That was his first wife.
yeah.
Gaming speedrunner Nifsky set a new speed record for Super Mario Brothers, completing the entire 1985 classic game in 4 minutes and 54 seconds.
He
Yo,
did the
but-
entire game.
Mimi Rogers was an actress, though. That chick was
Yeah.
so everywhere for
Yeah,
a few
she's a
years
very
there.
famous actress.
What game got beat in 4 minutes?
Super Mario Brothers in less than 5 minutes, beat the whole damn thing. Now, while streaming his attempt, he monitored his heart rate, which peaked to 188 by the end of the run, which is huge. And speedrunning is is popular in gaming, apparently. The 2025 Games Done Quick event just recently ended and raised more than $2 million for Prevent Cancer Foundation. So they're doing some good while they're flying through these games. And finally, Rolling Stone magazine ranked the 250 greatest albums of the 21st century so far. And what do you think is in the top 10?
Okay, so the 200 greatest albums of
The 21st century.
so from the year 2000 on.
On the year
This is hard. This top 10 is pretty hard. And so let me give it to you maybe, and you guys tell me if you think these are deserved.
All right,
Lemonade.
That was number 1.
Really?
Wait, what are you doing?
The greatest albums of the 21st century, so the year 2000 on.
So I'm giving you the top 10. Number 10, The Strokes, Is This It?
Great record.
Great record, okay. Bad Bunny's Un Verano Sin Ti.
Don't know that one.
Don't know that one. Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
SOS from St. Louis's own SZA.
Okay.
All right.
Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar, number
Don't know
6.
that one.
Folklore from
Great.
Taylor Swift. I think it's
she'd be in
deserved. Stankonia from
Great
Outkast.
record.
Great record.
Damn, that was this century.
It
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah.
Blonde from Frank Ocean is number 3. You're going to be upset. Kid A from Radiohead.
Radiohead. I knew there'd be a Radiohead on there.
And number 3, like Rafe
So
said.
important.
Or I'm sorry, number 1, like Rafe said, Lemonade from Beyonce is the number 1 album.
All right.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Yo, look at this. This says, Mimi Rogers reports and says, quote, here's the real story as to why they got divorced. Tom was seriously thinking of becoming a monk, at least for that period of time, and it looked as though marriage wouldn't fit into his overall spiritual need, and he thought he had to be celibate to maintain the purity of his instrument. Not only that, she went on to say that her own instrument needed tuning.
Nice.
Is that before Scientology?
No, okay, so then Scientology.
He wanted to be a
blah, blah, blah,
monk.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was right before, and he was doing
before he
monk
found
or
Scientology? Oh.
Yep, but he went celibate, and she was like, "See ya, goodbye, Tom." Celebrity celebrating a birthday today: Natalia Dyer, that's Nancy from Stranger Things, is 30. Liam Hemsworth is 35. William Hung, Scott's best bud,
Shebang.
is 42. Orlando Bloom is 48. Nicole Eggert, that was Summer on Baywatch. Also, Charles in Charge. And she recently revealed that she's battling breast cancer. Nicole Eggert is 53. Shonda Rhimes, Grey's Anatomy creator, also the power behind Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder, is 55. Tracy Bingham, Baywatch beauty, who was on The Surreal Life 2, is 57. Patrick Dempsey is 59. Trace Adkins is 63. Graham Shugs McPherson, the lead singer for Madness, who sings Our House, is 64. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is 64. I believe she also lost a home in the LA fires.
Oh, she did, huh?
I read that somewhere. Janet Hubert, that is the original Aunt Viv. The original Aunt Viv. Probably not the one that you remember, but the OG Aunt Viv on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is 69. And Richard Mole, Bull from Night Court. How old do you think Richard Mole is?
I thought he passed away.
You're right. He's dead. He died in 2023.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if you knew
Pop
that.
quiz, Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I'm like, I think he died.
Yes, Richard Mole, Bull from Night Court, went on and got zapped up by aliens in 2023.
Thank you.
R.I.P.
You remember that's how Night Court ended?
Yeah. He got taken up by aliens. All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Nina Whett. W-H-E-T-T. Whett. And today's birthday girl's been in 119 fine films, including 5-Card Slut, The Ass Artist 4, Austin Prowler, Backstage Sluts 3, Fornication Nation 3, a movie called Fresh Peaches, Hot Bods and Tailpipes 17, Open Wide and Say Ah 2, Scott's favorite, Tales from the Backside, and Who
incredible.
Can Forget a Role, and 1999's Learn's favorite,
Yes.
Taking Out the Trash.
Ooh, it's so good.
Nina Whett is 56 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Sex Tom fun facts, including a woman and her rare condition, which has caused P-cup breasts. P.
My
like the letter
Lord.
P. The number of single people has declined for the first time in 20 years, and the world's biggest penis size by country revealed.
Oh.
See where the U.S. ranked. Are we up there? Do we have the biggest dongs on the planet? And we act like it, huh? But
That's
do
how
we?
you know we don't.
Yeah, it's the who's been quietest recently.
Kenya.
Who's been pretty chill and satisfied seemingly.
Kenya's quiet and fast.
I will tell you who has. It's not the U.S., by the way. We do not have the biggest dongs on the planet, but I will tell you who does. Welcome back to the program. So, Lauren, every year you give up something for the year, right?
We do, yeah.
So last year it was chicken.
Chicken and turkey, yeah.
Chicken
I was
and
off the
turkey,
bird.
Off the bird. Would you consider yourself a vegetarian, though?
I'm a pescatarian. I mean, like, I follow the Mediterranean diet. I mainly eat fish, but occasionally, like, I went through Lion's Choice this weekend and got, like, a turkey sandwich. Like, it just kind of depends on what's available and if I feel like I need protein.
And Moon, I know you don't eat a lot of meat. What? Oh, you're eating.
He's got meat in his mouth.
he's currently
currently.
eating
I
gruel.
didn't even.
He's a big gruel
It's
fan.
funny. I didn't know you had a spoonful of whatever you're having.
You're always eating stuff. Dude, you're the Brad Pitt
He
of
eats
this
like
show.
Oliver Twist. He's always eating gruel from an orphanage or something. I don't know if that's like.
Well, I was just sneaking it in because you were in full conversation with her. You just opened up the
What are you
instantly.
eating? Overnight oats.
Yes, overnight
I didn't know.
oats.
Honestly, I had no idea you were eating.
I was just like, oh, God, perfect timing. What were you saying?
You're not a big meat eater, right?
I gave it up for some time there. Actually, doctor's orders. So I had something going on, and they were like, "Yo, dude, just cut this out and see what happens." And
Right.
it did lower my numbers a ton. It was awesome. Unfortunately, though, a lot of the alternatives that I was using were just filled with sodium and some
Right.
other crap. So I had to kind of like figure it out a few times, and I gained a bunch of weight with it.
Well,
but I tried to limit it.
Well, it seems like plant-based diets get more popular every year.
Yeah.
But being a vegetarian or vegan isn't always an exclusive status. So listen to this new poll of vegetarians and vegans. 38% admit they've had cheat meals with meat. Vegetarians who still eat dairy and eggs are more likely to admit that they cheat with meat.
Dairy.
More
Gateway
likely to
drug.
admit to that than vegans, who are supposed to avoid all animal products. And it's not just a one-time thing. Like 47% of people on plant-based diets say they rarely eat meat, maybe once or twice a year. 38% eat meat occasionally, so every couple months. 10% say they eat meat often, about once a month. 5% say they eat meat very often, like once a week.
You're not a vegetarian.
You're not a
then, dude.
vegetarian then.
Yeah. I would say I haven't eaten a cow or a pig in 13 years, but dude, chicken is like it's so good. But I try not to eat it as much. I really do stick to fish. I try not to think about the fish
If
feelings.
you're somebody that says you're a vegetarian and you brag about it, you brag about it, and you eat meat once a week, I want to punch you in the neck.
If I
too.
eat lamb, is that still vegetarian?
No, that's the worst. Eating little lambs.
What about
What's
people?
wrong with you, Scott?
What if you eat people?
Yeah, only other humans.
Don't count.
33% of those people admit they keep their meat indulgence a secret. Like, imagine them hiding in a closet, like downing chicken wings.
That's hilarious. I think if you go vegan long enough, you don't have like the bacteria or the biomes. Like it'll make you sick. My friend, she tried to dive back in after like being a vegan for like 4 or 5 years and being on it, and tried to eat a steak, and it destroyed her. Because I think your stomach changes, like the biome can't do it anymore.
Listen,
Well,
if
I
you're
mean, I
eating
think you
meat
gotta
very
eat-
often, you probably can identify as a vegetarian or vegan, okay?
Yeah, stop this.
Stop it.
By the way, what I'm doing this year, shaking things up a little bit. I'm only having cake as dessert. So, like, if there's pies, ice creams, cookies, whatevs. No, I can't have it. Brownies, no.
Donuts?
But if there's cake, like yesterday I went to Schnucks.
What if
pick
I
up
wanted to squirt canned whipped cream right into your mouth?
No, can't do it.
All right.
Now, hear me out. If it's morning, I can have a donut. Like, I can have a pancake.
Now, hear me out. There are exceptions.
But it's only in the morning.
There are
Like, if there's a don't sitch at like 5 p.m., can't have
So
it.
what's a don't sitch? Is that a new kind of dessert?
Well, like if I'm somewhere,
Oh, a donut situation.
a donut situation.
Okay.
Get
Sorry,
with the lingo,
Come on,
stupid.
You got
a don't
you got
sitch.
visibly aroused when you thought that
I
was
mean, it
a
does
good
sound
dessert.
good.
Stitch. Is there a new shop in town?
But so, like, I bought myself a little piece of cake yesterday at Schnucks that I can just munch on for the rest of the week because I'm
So
not
your
making
only
cakes.
dessert options are
Just cake,
cake.
cupcake as well.
And pancake.
What about birthday cake Oreos?
No, can't have an Oreo. Because what I'm trying to do, when you go out to dinner, like Tim and I went out to Press on Saturday night to have pizza, and they had different options for dessert, but no cake. I said, well, can't have it. So it's making me, I'm still able to have a dessert. It just has to be the right kind.
So pies are out.
Pies are out. Ice cream is out.
Although brownies are cake.
I had this argument. No, I can't do it. Why not call it brownie then?
We went
Or-
over
or,
this
like
in the
brownie
office.
cake.
She's saying she's denying the brownie as a
Too
cake
fudge-like.
product.
Huh.
I don't know. I mean, so far it's working out.
That's good.
You know, we're 3 weeks in almost.
Man, I don't know about you, but if I was making rules for myself and it was the cake thing, I would have included brownies.
Me too. But you're a strong person.
Thanks so much. So brave.
If she includes
Unlike
brownies,
these-
though, it goes off the rails.
Unlike these fake, smug vegetarians who say they're vegetarians, but yet eat meat once a week.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so the difference between a cake and a brownie.
Go.
Really, it comes down to a leavening agent, like baking soda or baking powder, or both.
Okay.
I mean, there's a couple other small differences, the flavors and blah, blah, blah. But the biggest difference is the ingredients, and that is the leavening agent.
Nothing but cake. And it's because it's your 40th this year?
And I'm going to be pounding some cake that
So
night.
basically, if you take a brownie and puff it up, make it bigger. Now it's cake.
And it's
Right
cake.
on.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, before we move on to Sex Time Fun Facts, so it's William Hung's birthday today.
Yes?
Years ago, I got King Scott, a cameo from William Hung.
Yeah.
I listen to it every day, about 6 times.
6 times a day. Well, it's his birthday, so this is from, what, was this for your 40th?
I think
Had
so,
to be,
yeah.
yeah. Had to be.
This is William Hung, former American Idol, wishing our very own King Scott a happy birthday. Okay, hang
The
on. Oh, there it
send-off.
is.
The send-off is the best.
Yeah, here it is. William Hung.
Hello, King Scott. This is William Hung. Congratulations for losing your virginity after 39 years.
Oh, it wasn't for your birthday. It was losing your virginity.
Congratulations.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Not your 40th, your virginity.
Congratulations for losing your virginity after 39 years.
Or it's your virginity.
Yeah, my virginity.
Your virginity.
After 39 years. Thank you for being a big fan. I want to wish you a happy new year. And here is a song for you. King Bangs, King Bangs. Oh, baby, when he moves. He goes crazy cause he looks like a flop, but he stings like a bee. Like every guy in history. You bang.
That's true.
You bang.
Oh, man.
Best $700 I ever spent.
Oh,
Thank you.
my.
Thank you so much.
How much do you think that cost me?
Was that like a $50 one?
Honestly,
I think he's like 35.
What year?
This was
This was
So 39.
2020, right? Because you
Yeah.
got married in 2020 and you banged after
Trying
that. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm just
20,
trying to
35.
figure out if it was the height of Hung's sanity.
Oh, no. $125. No,
Whoa.
I take it back. $75.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm going to go
Okay.
cool 50.
I paid for the chocolate rain guy for Tim's birthday one time.
I have the receipt, by the way.
Right.
Oh, you do?
I have the receipt from Cameo. Date paid January 12th, 2021.
Oh, 2021.
Yeah. $31.50.
Yeah.
Oh, what a steal.
That was a great deal.
You bang.
I thought 50 maybe because he made him sing. I figured there's got to be a tiered system in there. Like if you want him to say something, it's 25. But if you want him to sing something, it's 50.
Here's what I wrote. I would tell you,
You've got
it
the
even
detail?
has what I wrote to him.
All right.
My best friend, my best friend King Scott just lost his virginity after 39 years. If you could congratulate him, which I spelled congratulate wrong, nice. If you could congratulate him on that and sing him a little something, that would make his year.
Nice.
He is a big fan. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year.
He said, absolutely.
That's so sweet.
Can I try playing this off of my phone? What's the guy's name from Chocolate Rain? What was his
This
name?
is hilarious.
Tavon
You've
Zay?
showed
What
me
is
this
it?
before.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that it? Here.
Tay
It's either,
Zonde.
either
Tay.
that or Zavante.
So I got.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's him. Here, this will be crap audio. I apologize in advance, but here he goes.
It'll be fine.
Hang on, here we are.
Boldly, Tim. Is that you? Because when Lauren looks in your direction, she is so thrilled to tell the world, that's my husband. Woo! In fact, to be a husband with a moon, Tim, you would be Neil Armstrong. I'm here. I've got this. It's beautiful. And I see the world. It's like you're super, Tim. Plus, Lauren tells me, it's your birthday. You're turning years old. Just kidding, Tim. Lauren spilled all your business. You turned 37. That is amazing. We've got to sing a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hang on, it's almost done.
Happy birthday to Tim. Happy happy birthday
Chocolate
to
rain.
you. I hope that all of your days, Tim, are filled with chocolate rain. Some
Nice.
stay dry and others feel the pain. Only that you're staying dry, that you're not feeling as much pain. That you, Tim, are continuing to win in 2020, 2021, all of the years beyond. May each and every one of your best dreams and best wishes be well on their way to coming true. Keep on keeping on, Tim. May the wind stay at your back, and know that you are loved and appreciated. That Lauren is always
Oh
there.
my
rooting
God,
for
it
you,
goes on and on.
believing in
Enough,
you,
Tay.
Hey, man.
and have
Bang for buck.
the most amazing, fantastic, tremendous, stupendous, outstanding, superb, the very, very happiest of birthdays from Lauren.
Here we go.
Scott,
Dude, you look like
17 years ago,
There was a
17 years ago.
I know.
That's like Cleveland. Chubby Rain.
Yeah, Tay's on day.
Dude,
That guy sounds like if there was a gas that was the opposite of helium that you could suck out of a thing. That's what you would sound like.
yeah. Isn't that,
I just did some cranium.
there is something that like people suck on to get their voice like that. I'm telling
Well,
you.
yeah, if you
man.
do a whippet, that's what your voice sounds
Yeah,
like.
that's you're
It's
right.
like nitrous or something like that. Dude, the whole time, and that's the
rained.
first time that I've watched him. I mean, not the first time I've seen that, but it's like one of the few times you get to see him talk for like 2 minutes, and the whole
Right.
time you're just watching, waiting to see if that's his actual voice, like if he breaks character
Oh,
in
it
some way.
is.
And
Crack.
the only way he breaks it was when he went, woo, kind of sounded different.
Right.
Then it does the plus.
Scott,
Sounds like a movie guy. Plus.
Scott, you should send William Hung a cameo
Yes.
of you.
Oh,
You know what? That's a
him.
great
That's a
idea.
nice idea.
Unprompted.
Unprompted. Send a video to him.
Okay.
okay.
And it must end with you bang.
Yep. You bang. All right, speaking of banging. You bang. All right, it's sponsored by.
Chocolate Rain.
Sponsored
no,
by
it's sponsored by Patricia's For Fun and Fantasy Chocolate Rain.
Boy,
Neat.
a woman from Australia is talking about how she has natural pea cup breasts.
Oh, my.
Pea.
That has to be miserable.
Tiny then.
That's what I was
No.
picturing.
The
Biggies?
opposite.
No, you're thinking like, what does a P look like? Like
Oh, not
P
a
is the
PEA.
lettering.
Letter.
Oh.
Oh.
You know,
letter
A, B,
P.
C. Like
I thought
double
a
D's.
PEA.
This woman's
Jeez.
got a rare condition where her boobs won't stop growing.
What?
Yeah.
Rub them
Only-
all over my wiener and let's see what happens.
Only
See if I
those
catch it.
things?
Only her. It's called gigantomastia.
Oh, my
Look up
goodness.
Paige Amelia. Paigeamelia. These things are massive. So this
So
rare
bad for her
condition,
back.
which causes rapid breast tissue growth, she has to shell out thousands each year on $170 a piece custom-made bras and new clothes every time her cup size goes up again.
That has to, I mean, that's blowing your back out.
Yeah, man.
Outback.
Yes, it is.
You said it's $170 bucks?
It's a rare
170.
condition.
So she has to get custom-made bras.
Oh, wow.
Look at the size of those things. Jeez,
Those are some knockers.
those. And she's a nice-looking woman,
She is.
but she has an OnlyFans.
No
Hey,
way.
we might as well make money on these puppies, all right? Yes, indeed.
She makes $366,000 a year on OnlyFans because a lot of admirers like her fuller bust.
Who used to be the big-breasted woman in the 80s that used to slam her breasts down on some beer cans
Oh,
and squish
yeah.
Was she
them?
the one from Austin Powers?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't think those were real.
What was Busty Hart was her name. Busty Hart.
Hey, and show me the receipt. I hate to say that.
What? You think?
I want to see the doctor's note.
She
Because
says
this sounds like a brilliant way to get yourself some press.
so. She's got a thing.
There's
Yeah,
probably-
Busty Hart had some big
There's
knocks.
probably somebody that actually is suffering from this. That's like, yo, man, she doesn't have this.
She says she's got gigantomastia. The condition leaves her with severe back pain. Although she fears, so people are like, well, why don't she just get them reduced? She thinks reduction surgery would be pointless if they would just grow back again. She says growth is sporadic, meaning sometimes it stops and all of a sudden they grow a lot in a month. And she says her boobs started growing uncontrollably when she was 25 and has not stopped since. She's 29 now. And gigantomastia can be caused by a range of different factors, including hormonal changes, medications, autoimmune disease. But her cause is currently unknown. Like she has a 56.2 inch chest.
All right. I mean, if it's legit, it's legit. But I mean, as soon as you hit me with the OF, you're just like, I hate to be a cynic, but I'm just like, oh, okay.
It's making lemonade out of lemons, Moon.
And if that's the case, more power to you.
Yeah.
But
You can imagine the back problems.
Yes, or just the sleeping disorders. I mean, she cannot sleep on her stomach because those things are like massive mountains.
Yeah, they're ginormous. So look up
She'll
Paige
never
Amelia
drown.
if you want to check her out.
They do float. That's right. Mm-hmm. They're full of air.
Or unless they're so heavy, right down to the bottom of the pool.
like if you look it up, like the cases of it don't look like this.
You know what, though? I was talking to a friend last week. I'm going to get my first mammogram in April because I'll be 40, and ladies, you got to do it. And so I have my cup size is 34B, and the woman I was talking to was 32B. I would imagine having bigger, more voluptuous breasts makes the mammogram easier because, from what I understand, they smush it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a lot of breast and you can't really get it up there and smush it down, I mean, I wonder. So that's one of the things I'm going to ask the technician, like, who has the better track record here for mammograms, you know, for getting more things seen, bigger breasted women or smaller breasted women?
I'd say, I was
like it
talking to
hurts.
Libby last night, and she's got big old jammers, and she said that it looked like hers was so big it was falling out the side.
The machine?
Yeah, because she said, I go, it was like a waffle iron at a Motel 6 in the morning that they let a little kid put too much batter into.
Seems like it hurts either way.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would imagine there's a sweet spot somewhere in there where too big, the machine's not big enough, you're going to have to probably go in twice.
Got to adjust.
So I would imagine there's probably a cup size that's the perfect,
So here's a video of this gal.
you know,
I
Goldilocks
mean,
zone.
never mind. She might be suffering from that because those are absurd.
Those are absurd. This poor woman.
Great contouring on her face, though.
This poor woman, she says she got the physical pain. She's got, just inconvenience of having boobies that big.
That looks
This
so
photo
different.
did not look like the video.
Well, that was earlier.
That was early. She says they grow every month.
Okay, yeah, I get it. You see my sentences.
I get it.
I'm not
I get
excusing it. I'm saying anytime you mention something like, oh, I got this, and then
Do they
but
grow
I make
and then
111,000
reduce
a
in
month.
size?
No, so she says in January of 2022, her bust was 39.4 inches. By September of 2022, which is a couple months later, it had grown to 44.9 inches. By May of the next year, 54.7 inches. And now it's 56.2 inches, and it's still getting bigger.
My goodness.
Well, yeah, that is a bummer. Lemon out of lemonade, or lemonade out of lemons. You're right. It's just typically when you mention OnlyFans, I get like,
I understand.
check out.
Now, if your New Year's resolution was to finally give up on the dating app, rat race, and enjoy single life, you should. But apparently, single life is now falling out of style. Now, according to the Pew Research Center, the share of unpartnered adults has declined for the first time in 20 years. Those are
good.
people who are not married, living with a partner, or in a committed romantic relationship. It's not down a lot, though. About 42% of adults were unpartnered in 2023, down from peaking at 44% in 2019. Now, why do you think this is?
The pandemic?
The number of single people has declined for the first time in 20 years.
Do people get together after 2020? People are like, I got to partner up.
There's no reason why. Like, they're not saying anything definitive. What they're thinking is it's probably purely an economic thing. Adults who have partners seem to be better off financially.
Yeah.
being single and handling bills on your own. It's expensive.
Wow, what a pathetic reason to be with. You know what? Economics, I need help. Help pay my rent. Thanks.
Kept your grandparents together.
That's true. Yeah, that's the only way ladies could have financial freedom is by husbanding up.
On the Dust Bowl. Also, everyone was just dirt poor. Like you needed everybody pitching in. All the kids had to work.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild to think about that singledom has peaked.
Poverty's good
Not an
for
explanation
families.
for the trend, but this economist says, from a purely economic point of view, adults who have partners seem to be better off financially.
I mean, finances keep people together.
Yeah.
That's not a new thing.
I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad.
Most of the people that I know that are slow to pull the trigger on divorce, that is the thing that keeps them in it the longest, is the financial burden of one person
Of
to the
separating?
It's either separating or feeling like if one person's taking care of the other one, like how are they going to get along without my finances and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I just hope you're all happy, okay?
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be thruples, honestly. I thought it was just polyamory is why no one's single. Everybody's just, everyone's with everyone.
Yeah.
No, but it just seems like it's a Bills thing. All right. Ever wonder which countries have the biggest penises?
Every day of my life.
I know you do.
Oh my
This is how I
goodness.
plan my travel.
Are you a size queen?
Ever wondered what countries have the biggest penises? Well, you are in luck, guys.
Yay.
So the reports are in.
The reports are in.
Uzbekistan.
Scientists have tallied dong sizes around the world to figure out which nation is the most well endowed.
And Uruguay quietly wins again.
I thought, we did this. we
Something like
come
that.
out with this report every year.
It is an every year or two thing.
And last year it was like Ethiopia, wasn't it?
Nope.
Oh.
Ethiopia did not make the top 10.
Is it in South America?
There were a couple Nordic.
Not.
Is it in Africa?
It is in Africa, yes. Dude, Africa dominates.
Sudan.
Yeah, tell me it's like
Sudan, congratulations. Sudanese men
Wow.
have the biggest penises
Neat.
on earth.
Super neat.
The average penis size in Sudan is 7.07 inches.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow. That is wonderful.
Now, what is the global?
Is that is
That's
that
what
because
Scott's
it's close?
jigsaw puzzle was this weekend.
Yeah, is it
Sudanese dong?
Sudanese dong.
is that because it's close to the South Pole or
Oh, Scott.
what?
Would anybody like to fashion a guess as to what
the global.
the global average is?
Isn't it 5.5 or 5.7 or something or?
5.2.
Wasn't it?
5.2, 5.
It's 5 something. I'll just say
I mean,
5.6.
5.6,
I'll go 5.8.
5.8. Scott, global
Let's see, according
global
to
average.
the Arnold average, I'm going to go 4.5.
4.5. All right. Well, most of you are close. So the global average is anywhere between 5.1 and 5.5 inches.
Okay.
Which means men lie. So the actual average is probably around 4.8 or 3.9.
If we were to take these numbers for what they are,
Yeah.
that means the good people of Sudan have 2 inches longer on average than the average person on Earth.
Which is insanity. Which also means that somebody's
Did they
pulling the
measure
average.
around?
Which also means that somebody's pulling the average in the other direction. Who are those unfortunate souls?
You're talking
Lithuania.
girth?
Yeah, I want to
I
get.
did-
What's the girth?
We only measure
I'll give-
length. I
I'll
want to
give you the
know
girth
who's got the
numbers
fat
next
hogs. What country's got the
I'll
fattest
give you the
hogs?
girth numbers next week.
Denmark.
Because
All
I
right.
did have those.
I want to know. I
Poland.
feel like we focus a little. For all we know, these Sudanese men got
What a tease.
Twizzlers. We don't know.
So you want to know who has the biggest girth on Earth?
I want to know the girth on Earth.
Girth on
Hey,
Earth.
girth on Earth, goodwill to man.
Hey, tell me something. Is there somebody that's throwing the average in the other direction, like Sudan? Sudan's 2 over. Who is 2 under on average?
Not only is it not.
Oh, no.
So some countries' average is 3 something.
Yeah.
And you're living on
What?
its soil? No. Say it's not true.
No way.
It's men who went to Lindbergh High School.
Got him.
Hey, go
Got
Flyers,
him.
man. You shut your face, Clarkstown South. We heard everything that's going on up there.
Oh, that is awesome.
Who has the smallest And would anybody like to fashion a guess?
Oh God.
Let's see here. What
Nope,
get
nope.
me canceled?
Right.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
okay,
Here we go. Let's hear
that the
this.
stereotypes are true.
Northern or
Facts
Southern
are facts.
Hemisphere?
I'm just going to say the stereotypes are true.
I know, but we all, as a guessing collective over here, have to at least put a few
Hang
things
on,
out
let's
there
do
to
three,
virtue signal prior to zooming in. With
Let's
what
do
we
this.
do
Let's do
next.
this. 3, 2, 1.
Australia.
Oh yeah, let me just
Guys, let's
Chile.
just do 3, 2, 1, and we'll all just say it.
Okay.
Who we think the country is.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Canada.
China.
I heard China, Canada,
Wow, that's messed up, dude.
which is a lie. You didn't think Canada.
Yeah,
I ain't
Yeah, why don't you
Wow.
say the
It's
What did
truth?
you
cold
say?
up there.
you coward.
You said China?
No, what did I say? I said Vietnam, but I take it back. I'm going to go Cambodia. No,
I'll go Taiwan.
Yeah, I boldly said Russia.
And
no, not Taiwan.
tell us the
No,
results.
not Taiwan. It's got to
Ladies
be
and
some. It's
gentlemen.
gonna be,
You don't want it to be a U.S. territory.
well, that's not a.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Was it Greenland?
Hang on. What's the?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Laos.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. What is Cambodia and Laos? They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
It's one of those small countries.
Cambodia?
Where's Cambodia?
It's
Cambodia
down
had
not too
the
far.
third smallest penis.
Okay.
Whoa,
The third smallest at 3.88 inches average.
That's cute.
Teeny weeny. Timmy.
well,
Hey.
I'm wondering, is it a smaller country or should we say something like Thailand? Thailand's huge.
Wait.
Not there, though.
Myanmar.
The fifth.
Wow.
Dang.
Moon, you are spot on in this smallest wiener
Congratulations.
category.
Was Vietnam in there?
Vietnam, I only have the top 5 smallest.
Okay.
Sri
Okay.
Lanka.
It's a small
Congratulations.
list.
Laos.
Congratulations, Thailand.
Oh,
That.
Okay.
so it's that whole section of Earth. They're all together.
Your land. This land is Thailand.
Thailand average penis size is 3.72 inches.
Well,
Think of that compared to the Sudanese.
It's not the size of the boat, it is the motion of the ocean. Ladies and
Thailand,
gentlemen.
North Korea, Cambodia, Nepal, Myanmar. That whole area.
Dude, they're smaller. They're smaller folks. They're smaller folks. Thailand's known for what?
Great food.
Small penis.
lady boys.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the
It's
sex
gotta
culture.
Be. Yeah, gotta be. I mean, yeah, it has to be skewing it a bit.
Do you want to know who has the girthiest?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's what we are here for this.
Who's rocking a 10-pack of Copenhagen?
Angola.
Yeah,
Argentina.
who's Sukan Johnson?
Who's soup can? Let's go to the soup can numbers.
Let me
Soup can
guess.
want to know?
And
Oh,
just
let me guess.
looking at the numbers.
Chad.
Oh,
No,
close
looking
to
at the
Joe.
numbers.
Is that why I made that
No, I just feel like they
Closest one
gotta
to
have
Chode.
something going on. The name of it's.
I
don't
bet
know.
it's a Samoan country. Those guys are like everything about them is soup can, dude. When we went to the luau in Hawaii. Those guys are thick.
You're checking dudes' packages out in Hawaii?
Just their whole body. Tina was convinced that I'm part Samoan. She's like, "You're built like these guys." I was like, "Thank you." I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Well,
Well, I've been called Sudanese.
I will.
before,
I will
too.
say the least girthiest country on earth is Romania.
Okay.
Get that, dude. What?
Peekaboo.
Romania just peeked his head up and
Yeah,
said, "Hey,
Romania's
what, leave
Dracula
us out of
ween.
this."
What did we ever do to you?
So the least girthiest countries out of 142 countries: Romania, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Mongolia, Myanmar.
Wow,
Was
man.
it the girthiest?
Myanmar
It's the
loses
least
twice.
girthy.
Oh, okay. I was like, that makes
man.
so they're
What is
short
going
and
on
fat.
there?
over
Yeah, the
there.
little
That's
George
crazy.
Costanzas.
The girthiest on earth. Congratulations. Yes, go ahead.
No, I'm
Grape,
Come
go
on,
ahead.
baby. Give
Go
it to
ahead.
me.
Tell me it's
Would anybody
Chad.
like to fashion a guess?
I say Chad.
It is
I'm
not-
sticking with
it's
Chad.
not-
Give me Peru.
It's not an African country.
Oh, then I'll go
I think it's-
Brazil.
Ooh.
Brazil did mate 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Brazil was 12th.
Argentina.
Argentina, no.
Nebraska.
Show me Iceland.
Iceland, no.
Ecuador.
Ecuador, no.
Peru.
No. Congratulations,
Is-
France.
Oh, dang.
Oui, oui.
sassy for something.
That's right.
It's all the baguettes.
Yeah, it's a croissant.
Oh,
That's not a baguette hanging out of his bag.
That's
Oh
nice.
man, we're ridiculous.
Well, what's next?
Oh, after as far as girth goes,
Yeah, give me
Portugal.
Can we
or
guess?
top
Spain?
5.
Just
Most
give us,
unkempt private areas.
give us a
Show me
quadrant.
list.
another European country.
it's
One of the Nordics.
nah, Germans.
Italy.
Germans. Swiss. Austrian.
Okay, France, and then the Netherlands.
Yeah.
The Nether region and
a
the
Nordic.
Netherlands.
Right?
Is
Nah,
it? No, Norway, Denmark.
it's on Europe.
Where's
it's,
the Netherlands then?
that's Netherlands is
Norway,
on top.
Denmark, Sweden.
No, so you got Belgium and then the Netherlands right
All
here.
right.
Ecuador next.
All right.
Belgium,
It's a Belgium dip.
Denmark, Australia, then Norway, Sudan, Congo, Venezuela, New Zealand, Brazil.
I knew one of the New Zealand and all those Polynesian countries were going to get in there. I knew it.
There you go.
Any word on Turkestan?
Since we're,
Turkestan, yes, I just saw them.
since we're learning, see?
They were towards
France,
the bottom.
Belgium, Netherlands. You got to go through Germany up here, and this is
No Italy.
Scandinavia.
Turkmenistan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth from the bottom.
Okay.
Sixth least girthiest.
Czechoslovakia.
Italy, you're talking, they're right in the middle.
Yeah, on both. They're not on either list.
What
No.
noodle are they working with?
Where are the Finnish? Because I feel like they probably didn't even participate in the survey. They're so chill. Every Finnish dude I know is so chill and so good with the ladies, first of all. But they're always just so laid back and
I don't
confident.
have Finland's
whatever.
numbers.
Exactly. That's
I'm
what I'm
going to do a
trying to
deep
tell you.
dive on this,
Yeah,
guys.
They got big Finn energy.
Finland's just like any survey. Those guys are just like, it's no big deal.
Dudes in Finland are huge. Like physical, like 6 foot, not like they're just a junk.
Like, whoa, where have you been this whole
My
conversation?
neighbor was from Finland, and he was like one of the biggest men in stature that I'd ever seen. I don't know.
Well,
I
that's what
can't
we're
say anything
talking
about
about
his wiener. Sorry.
Sign an NDA or you don't know?
Finnish
I don't
men are
know.
huge.
All right, so
He
back,
helped put a piano in our house, dude. Like he could lift a piano.
With his penis.
No!
His penis is a certified piano mover. It's
Tim,
in the
tune
union.
out.
No, Tim was there. He knows all
Oh,
the
it was
shit.
there
Yeah.
in the corner.
He
like
It was a baby
earlier.
grand.
how out of context could this be? So Tim pulled my oven out this weekend, and the Finnish guy next door put a piano on my house.
I have a really great
With
life.
his penis.
Oh, man.
So as far as penis sizes go, we're not talking girth. Girth's not talking girth. And by the way, congratulations to the French. I mean, honestly.
They need it. We have everything.
I knew it.
So Sudan was number 1, 7.07 inches, nearly 2 inches longer than the global average of between 5.1 and 5.5. Second place, the Democratic Republic of Congo, 7.05 inches. Ecuador, Republic of Congo, and Ghana are the top 5.
Dang. Other than Ecuador, Chad is just sitting in the middle of everything that you just
Top
said. It's
5
like,
what?
what about us?
Ghana was in the top 5 of what?
Length.
Length.
Man.
Careful, you'll be a Ghana.
6 was Nigeria.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, you're throwing darts and you're aiming for Chad and hitting everyone around.
Then Venezuela. So the first South American country to be. Oh, no, where's Ecuador?
South.
South
South
America.
America. All right. So Ecuador, Venezuela, Lebanon, Colombia, and Cameroon are the top 10.
So the Southern Hemisphere is a pretty solid place.
Yeah.
So if we move down there, does that help?
Your penis grows.
Do we owe it to America to like stretch our wieners out for the next year to try to get the numbers up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start. Let me know how it goes. And actually, let's do it at the same
Who
time.
are they measuring?
Start tomorrow.
I didn't get asked.
Would anybody like to guess, as far as ranking goes, where the U.S. is?
Oh, dude.
I'd say we're-
11 on everything.
I'd say we're in middle of the pack.
How many countries were surveyed?
142.
142.
Well, we're a
What's-
melting pot, so
what's
this
the
isn't
middle
very
at?
fair.
I
'cause
think we'll be around the 50. We'll
Yeah.
be between 50 and 75.
That's what
we'll
I
be
was
on the
thinking.
up. Oh, I think we'll be on the upper half, but not by much.
I'll be hopeful and say 45.
We are 68th.
Whoa.
Okay.
We're number one.
Our average is 5.57 inches.
Slightly above math and reading.
Canada, higher or lower? Do Canadians
Higher.
have bigger penises or smaller penises?
I'm gonna say bigger because they're northern and they, I feel like they're Vikings or something.
Yeah, their cops are called Mounties.
It seems to be the farther north you go, the smaller it gets.
Oh, really?
It's cold.
Is that a
Body's
thing?
like,
So-
that's your limbs. I mean, that's like evolution. Their limbs have been all truncated to their body to keep warmth in. That's why they're all short-armed lumberjacks up there. It's probably like a little stack of pancakes down there.
Yeah, but-
Canada's shorter than us.
But they're all immigrants as well.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of. When you said that more you go north,
Take
there's a
that,
bunch of
Trudeau.
Alaskans that are like, we're Americans though.
Yeah, without Alaska, maybe our average would be better.
You think
Maybe it wouldn't be 68.
Alaska's dragging us down.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, they don't need to get any. They don't need to get harassed anymore.
Canada,
We'll leave them alone.
5.48 inches on average. And finally, men who regularly drink grape juice could significantly lower their odds of erectile dysfunction,
Get outta
especially
here.
older fellas. And this is a big new study has revealed. So researchers found that compared to those who consumed no grape juice, men who drank it were 5 times. Men who drank grape juice 5 or more times a week saw a 79% decrease in ED problems.
Nice.
So we do those celebratory, like sparkling grape juice, like Welch's, and they're like gold on the top, and they're all fancy. And we like to do that with the kids for special occasions. We get an extra 2 bottles every time, just because. When's the last time you guys had this?
Oh, I have it all the time.
Oh my gosh!
It's so good.
Is it not the
Sparkling
great
grape juice?
dude?
Oh, yeah.
It hits a spot that you didn't even realize you needed touched.
I don't remember the last time I had grape juice.
It's refreshing.
Get that sparkling stuff, and I'm sure it's crazy high in sugar and whatever, and I shouldn't be drinking it, and that's why we keep it to special occasions. But
No
when,
ED in this house.
when we're there, I mean, when we have that, I could crush 2 or 3 bottles of those things. They're the freaking greatest drink you've ever had.
Well, an estimated 30 million Americans, 30 million American men have suffered from ED. Researchers studied the potential benefits of tomato juice, apple juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, plus lemonade, milk, meal replacement drinks, and soft drinks. But only grape juice stood out with helping men with ED.
You don't want to drink soft drinks.
I wonder why.
They say because red grapes, especially, are known to improve cardiovascular health by strengthening your circulatory system.
That makes sense.
And it protects you against high cholesterol, which are all things that could lead to ED.
And they always say that every food you eat, like mushrooms are good for the brain and all this stuff, so it always looks like the area it helps.
So your 2 grapes?
Yep.
Well, wouldn't mushrooms
Hang it
also
down.
help
That's so funny.
ED?
You'd think, huh? With
You
the way
would
they're
think
shaped.
so.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Rafe's got something for us on the other side.
Yes.
What are we talking?
We're doing a new segment called Rafe Does Relationships. I will, every week, I'm going to pull something from the internet, whether it be Reddit. Maybe I might open up a Tinder profile and read you guys some profiles, play some Smash or Pass. This week, I got a little something I found on Reddit. But every week, I'm going to bring a little something to the
maybe
group.
maybe a sex toy back. I don't know.
Could be.
Okay.
But
Never know.
we'll try this out next. And that'll be the capper on 6-time fun facts.
Music together.
We know her. Golden Globes host,
We know Nikki.
St. Louis native, Nikki Glazer.
Dog lover.
Dog lover. Hey, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, we will give you all the particulars about Point Fest. That's right. I know there's snow on the ground, but we're thinking springtime. Point Fest details tomorrow at 8 a.m., the big Point Fest reveal. All right, Rafe, we're going to try to do a segment here. So instead of Sex Toy of the Week, and we're not getting rid of that, but noodle thing, what are we calling it?
We're calling it Rafe Does Relationships.
Rafe Does Relationships. Now, this could be a sex toy one week.
Could be.
It could be you've signed up for Tinder.
That's correct.
I said you and Tina should sign up for Tinder.
Yeah.
And just start reading out profiles.
That'll be good for our relationship.
Yeah. Hey, even spring for the pay one.
I came up with a whole bunch of new
Tommy will
stuff I
expensive.
want to do over the break, and one of them is I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign up for Tinder. I'm going to figure out the app, and I'm going to start pulling some profiles for you guys, and then we're going to do a Smash or Pass segment. Because there's some wild ones out there.
Yeah.
There's some people putting some weird foots forward.
Yeah.
I love this because, I've been married for so long. I never got to like be a part of
Me
the
neither.
app world.
Me neither.
Me neither.
And
That's
I'm
why I
so
need to
curious about it.
My buddy Ben, who's now he's getting married. Congratulations, Ben. His wedding is in July.
Yeah, congrats, Ben.
You the best man?
I don't think he's having a best man. I was the best man at his first wedding, which didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
So I might be bad luck. Not sure.
You didn't get asked back to be in the wedding party? That's a little weird.
No vindication.
I think this is the third time
That
he's
means
going
you're
to
being
attempt to get
blamed.
married.
Okay.
That means you're being blamed.
Yeah, are you
Sure. It's
are you
your
invited
fault.
to the wedding?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm invited to the wedding.
Well, it sounds like
Wait.
you're not even in the wedding party.
Have you received an
He
invitation?
called me and said, I'm getting married on July. Bless you.
you.
It
I'm
doesn't
getting
mean
married on July 19th. Save the date. I would like you and Amelia there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then that's that's an invite.
I'm in upstate New York. Don't bring your kids.
Oh, right on. Adults only. Cool.
Dude,
Did you RSVP right then and there?
we were going to go bowling on July 19th.
No, I said I will be there, Ben.
Is that when Pussifer's in town? Perfect Circle?
I don't know. I'm going to Ben's wedding. Anyway,
I wish that we could all go see Maynard together, dude. And
I
take
think
the
that's
next
when
day off work.
AC/DC is coming in
he's getting.
studio.
Listen, for my buddy Ben, who I was the best man at his wedding when that didn't happen in Jamaica when
That was the fight.
bride beat him up the night before.
As we do.
Congratulations, Ben, for dodging that bullet.
What were we talking about?
You're talking about Ben getting married?
Oh, yes. No. So in between him getting, not married the first time and him getting married this time, he was on Tinder and he's a sales guy. So he goes from city to city and he brings Tinder along with him. And he goes, man, it's wild. He goes, I just go to a hotel and just go open up Tinder, swipe. Boom.
That's how he found
Hooking
his
up.
fiance?
No.
You talking about Ben right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, Ben was just tuning in, showing his fiance. Hey, they're talking about our wedding. This
this
is
is
great.
gonna be great.
No, but he
listen.
he
And then
came
now
over.
he's quickly tuning out.
He came to St. Louis.
That's enough. They talked about us.
He was knee deep in poontang. let me
He
tell you.
came to St. Louis
Why is he
and
married?
You're killing him.
You can't turn it off.
Killing him.
he shoots his radio.
He's no longer listening, but wherever he is out there in podcast
Shot his
land,
dashboard like 7 times.
he's getting an earful.
This guy, we
Anyway.
called him the Poon Slayer.
There wasn't
Shut up,
any
Chris. You're uninvited.
Oh, I'll tell you another story. So anyway, he came to
He calls his third wedding off. You really are bad.
he
Yeah.
came to St. Louis and he's like, hey, you tell me about Tinder. I'm like, let me see this thing. So I just sat on my couch and I was like, oh my God, within 10 miles of here, there's
Yep.
whatever.
Howderknot.com.
Hundreds.
Dude, I sat in
Hundreds.
the recording studio with Carly, looking at some of the stuff, some of the weak games some of these guys have, the messages they sent, like the icebreaker messages. And a couple of them were comedian friends of mine, and I took screenshots. I put your phone up, and I just took a shot of their opening lines and started texting it to them and be like,
Oh,
weak, dude. I can't
no.
believe you're out there in the streets doing this. This is
That's
the weakest
good.
thing I've ever
Somebody
seen.
needs to say something.
Here was Ben, by the way. When I first moved here back in 03, he came to Point Fest 04. And backstage working, and Ben comes and he finds me. He goes, you got a condom? I go, why?
Can I see a picture of Ben? I feel like I've heard so much about him, but I need a visual. It sounds like a real lady hound.
It's the guy on the box of Uncle Ben's rice. That's
Right on.
That's actual Ben.
What would you describe Ben? Brunette?
No, he's a little, New York Jewish guy. I don't know.
Okay.
He's got kind of curly hair. I'll show you a picture.
All right. I'll be the
You got,
judge of this.
you got a condom? I go, no.
Now I'm seeing like the nerdy guy from Family Guy, with the redheaded guy's like,
No.
Total ladies, man.
Yeah, get your phone out. Let's just kind of
I
see a
only have
picture of Buddy
One
Ben.
picture of Ben from like when
Did you say July 19 or
July
June?
19th.
July 19th.
I mean, tentatively. It may
what's
get
happening.
postponed.
Anyway, Rafe, would you like to do a little segment here?
do the actual segment? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I like where we're. Maybe this is the segment.
Should Ben get
maybe
married?
the segment is we never actually get to it. We just
No,
tease it
Ben
for
needs
next
to get
week.
married.
The
He
mayoress.
does?
Yes. And I met his fiance. She's very nice.
So he's never been married.
No.
This is the third attempt at getting married.
Yeah, I was going to say, to
he's a
no fault of
No,
his
and it's
own.
because of Ben that I met my wife.
Right.
And in fact, Ben introduced my
Ben was
wife's
supposed to
brother.
marry Amelia, and Riz stole. That was his first, and Riz stole her.
Ben introduced my brother-in-law to his wife as well.
The matchmaker.
This guy is a matchmaker.
He's just
Yeah,
built
here's
to
Ben.
make
He
matches,
is Tinder.
not have
That
matches.
was back in the day.
Ben doesn't need Tinder. He is
Dude,
Tinder.
this guy looks like Mr. New York City 2025. Like,
Let's see.
he looks exactly how I thought he was going to look.
You hold it up.
You got the slicked back, dark hair, good
Cigarette.
facial hair, olive
This was a long time
complected.
ago, that picture.
Yeah.
Does he got a New Englander accent?
He speaks very New York.
That guy looks like he would be standing outside a bar down in the financial district, smoking a cigarette,
Yeah.
trying to sleep with the waitress.
I know that guy.
Is that who he is?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's cute.
And the sweetest guy in the world. His parents are amazing. They're Woodstock hippies, for real.
Cool.
Ben's the guy that we would go over his house. We were in high school, and his mom's like, "You want to see the birth video?"
Oh, yeah. Cool, Mom.
Yeah. Anyway, Rafe?
All right. This week on Rafe Does Relationships, I pulled just something from Reddit that I found really interesting. This really piqued my interest, and I'm going to read it to you guys real quick. We'll chop it up real quick,
Okay.
throw it around the room, all right? Because this is something I find interesting. This is from Reddit, OP, throwaway. Just as title says, mid-30s and a family. My husband has a cuck kink. I don't. I'm happy to talk to him about it, role play and fantasize, but my input stops there. Problem is, he is only happy if I'm talking about actual sexual encounters that I've had.
Huh.
It's out of my comfort zone and honestly kills the mood for me, but he kept on, and recently I gave in. He was so happy. I thought one-time thing, but no, now we can't have sex unless we're actively talking about sex I've had with other people.
Whoa.
To be clear, this is an audio fetish only. He has no interest in me going out and sleeping with new men. I don't mind the role play, but it's not enough anymore. It kills every mood if I don't just give in. We both watch porn, him more than me, and recently he can no longer hold an erection. I wonder if he's so far into porn and his fantasy that he'll never have regular sex again. I just got my sex drive back, being in my mid-30s, and he gets mad anytime I don't cater to his kink. Some advice.
So in order for them to, for him
So he likes for
to
her
be satisfied, she needs to talk about her having sex with other men.
She needs to describe while they're having sex how other men have pleased her.
Whoa. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And she's not into it?
Apparently, she doesn't mind the fantasy. I just think she doesn't want to do it all the time. I was just kind of, this just like is curious to me because it's like, because it's not the actual, like going out and finding a bull and doing like the, you know, the whole cuck experience,
Right.
the hotel cuck chair experience. This is
Man.
just like
Audio.
But he specifically wants it to be real. Like she can't
So
just
she
be like,
can't make up a story.
the plumber came over and he was like, "I'll fix your pipes." It's like she has to talk about
Actual
ex-boyfriends,
experience that she has.
Yes, he
In
really
order for
liked
him to get his rocks off.
that really.
And he's
like-
having erectile dysfunction because he can't.
Yeah, and I was just curious. Like we're all partnered up, and if your partner came to you with this, you know, because there are cuck queens too that want it, that want to hear that. What like?
What would my reaction
What
be?
is this different than dirty talk?
I would say, first of all, I would go, what's wrong with you?
Well, that's healthy.
Or would you say, what's wrong with me that you don't like? Because
That's
you are having to hear about past relations. Yeah, I mean,
But it's still you.
right.
He still wants to hear about your experience.
Yes.
You're still the focus. It's just their little kink is like.
I don't want to hear about my wife with another dude.
Well, but if this was your kink, you would want to hear about
But
it.
what if she
Well, what
would
if she did?
want to hear about me with another chick?
Right. She's like, tell me about that time with
Hey,
Melissa.
maybe it's a open window into a threesome,
Maybe. You never know.
which is a window I don't want to go through.
This is the
Okay.
table. This is the
Too many
discussion
problems.
I wanted to get going.
Too many problems.
I don't think there's anything bad about this, but if the woman is uncomfortable, then obviously that's the bad part.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a
100%.
problem. Because it should be everybody's loving what's going on. I mean, if it happens sporadically, like every now and then, this was just something like little
Right.
seasoning of this, okay. But then if it's every time, I wonder if he really does want to be a cuck, but he's too afraid. This is kind of like the drawbridge to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's afraid to really ask for it.
Yeah, could be.
Because he wants it.
Fetish escalation. I mean, it could definitely escalate to where he's like, you got to do it now.
He wants it.
You got to bang Dave.
That's the next step. What's the next step?
It
the
may
next
be
step
nothing.
the next step is We'll get an hotel, and I'm going to sit in the cuck chair.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be.
The cuck pit.
I think the next step for this guy, though, you said he has a porn addiction as well.
Oh,
And
he's
now
watching.
he can't get. He has ED.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you need therapy. He needs to go and get help.
I think this is
because that's exactly what's causing all that.
And I hate to say, somebody's going to say, like, I think a lot of people use the whole, like, kink shaming thing as a shield. Because I think it sounds like this dude has an issue with porn, and it's an addiction that can have so many different spidering issues, and you've already nailed a few of them. It sounds like,
including ED.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like,
And
I think that's much more
fantasies.
of the issue here. And if he's sitting there saying like, "Oh, you're not satisfying his kink or something," like, I don't buy that. I don't buy the whole kink shaming shield. No way.
Yeah, there's a question of where it becomes coercion rather than compromise, for sure.
It's already she's already compromised. She's already come your way,
Right.
For your benefit.
In an uncomfortable way.
Yeah, so like, don't give me that. No.
And I wonder if this is a safe way to fantasize a threesome without ringing the bell.
Right.
Because you can't unring that bell. Once you watch your wife get plowed by another guy, that's there in your head forever.
Forever.
And you may love it, but you may not love it as much as you think you're going to love it.
Yeah.
And then you just got to work through that. Or vice versa. This is maybe like a safe way to explore that without actually having to experience that.
Yeah.
But I think it crossed a line when it became like the only way he can go.
Get his rocks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
You know what kind
if
of
she came to me and was like, I want you to tell me about the most depraved thing you've ever done with another woman while we're having sex, I'd be like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Or like, all right, one-time thing.
No, you don't.
One-time thing. And now it's an every-time thing.
Yeah. Would you do it the one time, though?
If asked.
Your partner was like,
Sure.
I really want this. Would you try it one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would, too.
I would. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Why not? But if it becomes an every-time thing,
Yeah, that's a problem.
that's a problem.
That's with anything, though, right? Like, I think if any, no matter how healthy or unkink, if it's the exact same thing every time and you're like fixated on it, that's probably not good, right?
And you can't perform when you're not getting that, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's beyond fantasy. That's an issue.
King, if she came to you, like, tell me about the time you had sex with another woman, you're like,
Yeah.
sorry, babe.
Well, it was really cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
Bags of sand.
It was a beach.
We were at 4-H, and
She kept saying nay.
Oh my God, no.
there we
Told
go.
you. I told you he was just getting the engine warm earlier. He's on.
Now, if anybody else is into this sort of thing, shoot me an email.
Yeah, please.
I want to hear about it.
Let's get to some of your emails. Got time for like one or two. RizShow1057thepoint.com or your instant feedback to the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails are brought to you by, well, the listeners.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to start with this one. Hi, pals. I heard you guys chatting about whether or not old bras can be donated to Goodwill. Remember we were talking about that?
Oh, yeah,
Can
yeah.
underwear be donated?
Yeah, you said you could donate old bras to Goodwill.
Yeah, I've thought I've seen some old bras at Goodwill.
Well,
like used.
Yeah.
as a proud partner of the show through Parkcrest Plastic Surgery and a Team Riz member, I wanted to give you the lowdown. So, professionals.
Oh, yes.
Goodwill cannot accept bras or undies as saleable items, but there is a fantastic national charity with a local chapter called I Support the Girls that accepts donations of gently used bras, undergarments, feminine hygiene products, personal care items, and other items to take to women's shelters locally for victims of domestic violence and human trafficking, natural disasters, or homelessness. For Parkcrest, it's been an incredible partnership because, as you can imagine with plastic surgery, many of our patients change bra sizes by the time they leave our care.
Right.
So we're a collection site for I Support the Girls. And for those folks that have a change in size, we offer for them to bring in their old bras to their post-op appointments. And it's been a really great partnership, and our clients have taken the mission to heart and bring all sorts of donations.
I'm sure that's from Emily, right?
This is from, I don't have a name, but yes.
Emily, I'm sure.
assuming, yes.
Well, that's great.
So what's the charity called?
It is called I Support the Girls. So for any listeners who have a bunch of ill-fitting bras, panties that aren't a style they really like, or they just want to donate to a local chapter of a great charity, check out I Support the Girls.
Let's put it out there.
Okay.
What a great name.
It is a great name.
Great name. Thank you, Emily. Next.
Okay, let's see. I think this is for me, Rafe, and Learn for the most part, but it was addressed to Mr. Moon. I talked to my wife and our neighbors into doing a trip over to Shawnee National Forest, and I was wondering if you guys could give me some tips or suggestions on what you might have. Best places to stay near, since it looks like it's very spread out. Things worth visiting or not. I'd really appreciate
Why
any
would you
help.
ask me about this?
I know,
You ain't
or
never
me.
been over there.
I've been
Southern
down there.
Illinois.
Energy ups
You
and
know
from
me.
my iPhone.
I'm Mr. Shawnee.
Okay, Mr. Shawnee.
You know me. I'm Mr. Shawnee.
Mr. Shawnee.
Yeah.
Mr. Shawnee, where should they go?
Home. Stay home.
All right, man.
Stay home. It's too cold out there. Too many bugs.
Well, it's one of those spots that's cool. You can just throw a dart and anywhere. It's kind of
Well,
gonna be
so-
a different experience, but really fun.
You're right. Shawnee is so huge and it's incredible. So here's my first suggestion is don't try to pack in a whole bunch of stuff in one day, because one hiking spot looks like it's close to the next, but it's an hour and a half drive. And it's spread out. It takes up basically the whole bottom of the state.
Who goes hiking in this weather?
Oh, we did a couple weeks ago.
It's great.
Dumb.
Not many people are
So
out.
maybe not in this weather, but
When it melts.
so we just stayed at those A-frame cabins I was telling you about. That's Sunrise Hill cabins. We've also stayed, we Airbnb a lot at Lake of Egypt, because it's kind of, in the middle, and you can stay on a lake and then go out and do your hikes. Our favorite place is Panther's Den, but it's like, again, it's no GPS, no cell phones, like off the beaten path. So if you're up for that, go for it. If not, go straight to Garden of the Gods, Giant City State Park, Fern Glen State Park. There's waterfall things. I mean, you start just Googling hikes and just go to the pictures that you want
Sounds
to see.
horrendous.
I would just stay in Marion. Like, if you're looking for like a hotel, like just Marion's got some really great hotels, or Carbondale.
They have these Shawnee Forest cabins that are near Garden of the Gods. They're basic cabins, but I think they got like air conditioning and like the basic rudimentary stuff.
I feel like if I went to a place called Garden of the Gods, I'd be very disappointed.
You know what
it's
else?
This
really
place is
cool.
incredible.
Makanda too is a really cool
Macanda's
town.
my
Yeah,
favorite.
McKenda's fun.
You're really painting a picture of spectacular.
It really is cool,
You see
man.
my wedding photos,
The
right?
gods.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, my wedding photos were all in Shawnee.
If you're just going to
Garden
go,
of the Gods, huh?
yeah,
This is where Zeus wants to hang out.
yes.
Honestly, it looked like a
Southern
different part of
Illinois.
the nation.
Yeah, as soon as you get out there, you go, holy crap, this is in Illinois?
Where wasn't the Garden of Eden supposed to be here in
No, you're
that was in
thinking of
Missouri.
the Promised Land. That's
Yeah, that's in
Independence, Missouri.
Independence.
And that's, the Marmons.
Isn't that where the mummy was, of the nun?
Excuse me?
Independence? No. Did they say was it the Garden? Was it the Garden of Eden?
Isn't that right? Yeah, I think you're right about it being the
Oh,
Garden
I
of
thought
Eden.
I thought it was like the Promised Land or something.
No, I thought the Garden
is
of
the
Eden
promise.
was supposed to be.
right?
I thought that was in Utah.
No, that's where they got pushed out.
Oh.
The Garden of Eden was supposed to be here according to
Mormons.
the Mormons.
Well, the
and
Mormons
then
started
they
in New
changed
York.
that after they got rid of.
The Mormons started in New York and they got thrown out of there, I believe, and then came here.
How did we get here?
The Garden of Eden.
I mean, if you see it, it does look like the
They
Garden of
basically
Eden.
kept moving until people chilled out on
Yeah,
their
and
belief
said,
system.
okay, fine, you can have
and then
Utah.
they decided that was Garden of Eden. And then
Now it's an
people
Olive
got
Garden.
kind of unchill around here, and they decided
Equally as good.
maybe it's a little further west.
Enjoy the trip. If you're going with multiple people, do that Sunrise Hill cabins because they have 3 different A-frames. Each family can stay in a different A-frame.
And let me say
Yeah,
this.
those look sweet.
I don't know which highway you're taking, but if you're going, 57, stop in Ina, go to Burton's Cafe, get yourself some white pie.
I know.
It's so
White
good.
pie.
The who?
That sounds like a
called
racist
Burton's
thing from
Cafe.
1930s.
White pie?
Yeah,
White
that
pie. It's
sounds very
essentially
Southern
coconut
Illinois.
cream pie,
Yeah.
but they call it white pie.
Sounds very racist.
It's very
does.
racist, but it's delicious.
Get yourself some whites only pie. It's
No,
so
it's not
good.
Whites only. Anyone can
We're
eat
not
it.
recommending that.
Anyone can eat it. It's
learn.
white pie.
Come on down, Southern
White.
Illinois, have some
Listen,
white pie.
I didn't name it,
if
okay?
you know
It's
what I'm
what
saying.
it is.
You have to say it this way. White.
White.
My name Ray Gibson.
Gosh damn it. Can I not have just one thing that's awesome?
Can I have some white pie?
Look at how beautiful that
It
is.
does
I
look
don't
good.
see it on the menu, but you know it's
It does
here.
look good.
Can you look up, I'm sorry, but can you look up Burton's Cafe? I don't even know if it's still around. I haven't gone there.
White
Apparently
pie?
it's racist with their white pie.
No, it's nice.
Or Whittington, Illinois.
Whittington? Okay.
I think it's on the Ina exit.
Pie.
Known for pie.
It just
This place
says
is damn delicious.
pie.
It does look good.
I used to take my
A
grandmother
lot of
there.
shiplap. I could do without that.
Up until the end, Imogene, even in her walker and how
There
it
it
lived
is.
her
It's
boyfriend
right on the
and
page.
husband.
Look at that. It says white pie.
Look
It's
how
whites only
delicious
pie.
it looks.
Oh, man.
It says they keep the white pie in its own case, segregated from all the other pies.
Segregated.
That's kind of messed up.
All is love. Everyone is.
I don't like that.
Enjoy your racist pie.
Hey, they're closed today, just so you know, Monday.
Monday closed.
I love you, Burtons.
Sorry, Burtons. You're a fine establishment. We're just kidding around.
We're just having fun. This is the Riz Show after all. Don't take any.
Hey, Riz.
All right, Moon, let's do sports. What you got?
Well, there it goes. Former Tennessee Titans coach Mike Vrabel is the new New England coach.
Yep, knew that was going to happen.
Yep, he will be the next coach. Vrabel, obviously familiar with the Patriots. He won 3 Super Bowls with New England as a linebacker from 01 to 08. The 49-year-old went 54-45 in 6 seasons with the Titans and was a coaching consultant for the Browns for the 24 season. Apparently, he had interviewed with the Jets and the Bears before accepting his new head coaching position. There was rumors about him talking to Vegas, but then somebody said, nah, he told Tom Brady, I'm going back to New England.
Yeah, well, that's why they fired the New England guy like the day of their final loss.
Yeah, that was why the one dude from Detroit turned the interview down. Detroit's defensive coordinator said, I don't want to be your token black guy interview. You're going to hire Mike Vrabel.
Oh, really?
Mike Vrabel the next day, yeah.
No kidding. St. Louis City SC opened up camp on that's happening today actually, and the coach Melberg, he has said that he wants to build non-stop players, so we have that to look forward to.
Is
that
his name
season.
Olaf?
Like a snowman?
Yeah, the new City
build
SC
a
coach.
soccer team.
Oh, I think his name is Olaf.
He's
Get on a way to get you interested in sports.
I perked up.
Olaf Melberg. That season starts late February 22nd, I believe.
Olaf.
The weekend of wild card playoff games in the NFL has largely been uneventful as we got 4 blowouts from Saturday to Sunday afternoon. The Bills claimed a largely dominant 31-7 victory over the Broncos.
That was an ass whooping
that everybody saw coming before the Eagles won 22-10 in a battle that most of us saw coming over the Packers. However, the game between the Commanders and the Buccaneers delivered and then some. It was a back-and-forth affair from the very start, with both teams trading the lead several times. The Commanders and Bucs were tied at 20. 3 seconds left in the game. The Commanders attempted a field goal to win it, and here is what happened.
All right, here we go.
The last time Washington won a wild card game, won a playoff game, was 2005 here. Chance to do it with Gonzalez.
Miss it.
From 37 to send Washington to the Final 8. The Washington Commanders are the upright, and it is in! They doink their way to the divisional round!
Oh, the divisional doink.
He missed the miss and got a divisional doink, and it went in.
Did you guys watch the game?
I saw some pieces.
I saw the beginning.
Before he kicked that kick, and that's on the internet, a lot of people noticed, like, he looked like he had Tourette's. He was so nervous. He kept like combing his hair and going to put his helmet on, taking it off.
Oh, that was that guy? Oh,
yeah, that was the kicker. Before he went out and kicked, he like fixed his hair like 27. It was almost like he was doing like nervous.
Can't imagine.
Like OCD ticks.
Yeah, he fixed his buzz cut. When you say fix his hair, it sounds
There's
like
no hair.
he's got some Marky Mark.
Can you imagine the pressure? I cannot imagine.
And he was like the 3rd kicker of the year. He's only been with the team for like 5 weeks.
Well, they won 23-20.
Yeah, and who picked the Bucks? Me.
I did too.
I didn't.
Rams play the Vikings tonight to determine the final playoff team. The game was supposed to be held in, it's supposed to be played in L.A., but it got moved to Phoenix because obviously the Southern California wildfires.
So who's got the Vikings tonight?
I have the Vikings.
Vikings.
I believe I have the Vikings.
Rafe.
Rams.
I think
Scott?
I have the Vikings.
The Vikings.
I can tell you the potential. Do you want to know for the Pickem?
What do you guys
want to know?
What do you mean?
Our current points and what we could possibly have at the end of the day.
Okay,
Yeah.
God.
We have 16 currently out of 30.
Oh,
If the Rams win, we will have 18. If the Vikings win, we will have 19.
that's
Guys.
not good.
Yeah, but we don't know what they have. If they all pick the Chargers, that's 5 points.
I know,
gone.
I know.
If they
I
all
still think
picked,
Ty should have gone to the runner.
I agree. Well, we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow.
Year after year, the Super Bowl is the biggest event on TV, so it's probably going to surprise you when I tell you that most people don't care who wins. According to a new poll, 37% of Americans are completely indifferent. The most popular teams still in the running are the Chiefs and the Lions, but they only got 8% apiece. As for who Americans think will win, the Chiefs are at 13%, the Lions at 8%. Meanwhile, 33% once again do not care fully, and 19% are not sure. Meanwhile, 22% of Americans say that they plan to watch most of the postseason games, while 21% say they'll watch some, and that pesky 37% don't plan on watching. 9% say that they will only watch the Super Bowl and none of the other playoffs. And this was brought to my attention via an email. It was Gaudreau night, Saturday night in Dubuque, Iowa. Johnny Gaudreau played for the Fighting Saints for 1 year, helping the Saints win the Clark Cup championship in their inaugural 2010 to 2011 season. Later, he became a minority owner. His number 8 jersey was retired Saturday night in an emotional ceremony with his family in attendance. It's been nearly 5 months since Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau, brothers, lost their lives in a biking accident. Although he never got to hoist the Stanley Cup, Johnny played 763 NHL games between the Flames and the Blue Jackets. He was a 7-time All-Star and posted 115 points during the 21-22 season with the Flames, a career high. So that was a big deal over the weekend over in Dubuque, Iowa. I am Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
That is it for us. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. And today's podcast sponsored by Dobbs Tire and Auto Center. If you missed anything, Moon, what is it titled?
Well, it's titled, That is a Full Duke right there.
All right. That's a full Duke. All right, what else you got?
So I got a couple things coming up. Teenage Dirtbags are playing Art Inside Schlafly. Go to schlafly.com to get all the details. It's a huge, like an art expo kind of thing. This big celebration of St. Louis artists, 40-plus artists, a whole bunch of music, including Steve Ewing Duo, of course, the Teenage Dirtbags. It's all weekend, January 31st, February 1st, and February 2nd down at the Tap Room. So Dirtbags are playing on February 1st, so that's going to be fun. Art Inside Schlafly. And then, also, this weekend, I will be out at Monster Jam Pit Party. You know, my family loves this event. It's so much fun. I'm bringing the whole family. We got a suite down there, and of course, I will be on the dirt, hanging with the drivers and the trucks, and you can be too. 1:30 to 3:30 is the pit party. I'm sorry, I think the pit party goes from 11:30 to 3:30. I will be there from 1:30 to 3:30, shaking hands and hanging out. So come on by, tell me, energy up. A lot of people from out of town come into Monster Jam and get to talk to us that don't otherwise come up for these events. So it's really fun meeting everybody at the pit party. I'll see you at Monster Jam.
All right, Learn.
Yeah, just follow me on the socials at Learn Versus Radio. My band's coming out and playing the first show on January 25th at Paddle Stop Brewery in New Haven, Missouri. And then we're going to be at the Sky Music Lounge on February 15th, which is like Baldwin, Ellisville, Chesterfield. So come on out and see us. We're a good time. Thanks.
Rafe.
Number 2 show returns tomorrow, 4 p.m. So if you've been missing it, it'll be back on anywhere you stream or on the Points YouTube channel. And get tickets to my stand-up comedian extravaganza at Westport Funny Bone, January 23rd to the 25th. I'm doing 5 shows for the weekend. That'll be the only local shows I'm doing until fall. So if you want to come to a show, come, and I suggest you come because the material, I'm going to retire it and building the new hour. I got some new stuff, but this is going to be the last go-around. So if you haven't seen me, come out, and I hope to see you there. Get tickets at funnybone.com.
All right, King Scott.
Yes, Clownvis and I are rolling out a new podcast called Breaking Bands, and we're looking for any musician that's not signed. And if you're interested in being a guest on our show, we'll go to 105.7 The Point. You want to, Rafe?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So, yeah, just go over there, and they have a whole thing. You can apply and submit your information, and we'll get you on.
All right.
Cool.
We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Hillsboro, Missouri, Douglas Browning is our Teamer of the Day. And Doug wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Oh, we announce Point Fest tomorrow at 8.
Excited.
Very exciting. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Energy up.
The Rizzuto Show.